What up, buccos? What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How are we doing on this beautiful day in the UK? The sun is shining, it's gorgeous out there, and I'm here in my little hole about to play some Peak though, so it's all good. It's all good. Guys, we're going to continue Limbus today. We're moving on to Intervallo 3, Part 2. We've got the 2 minutes to do prior to it as well, and then we're jumping into the Intervallo. And also, we've got the new trailer, right? The ID trailer today as well, which we're going to check that out also, because Mommy Roger and my boy Heathcliff is in it, so I'm looking forward to that, actually. Is it good, guys? Is it good? I did have it up on a tab. I don't know what I've done with it. I must have closed it. I did fetch it up on a tab ready, and then I professional streamer, I closed it. It's in React Smash anyway. All good. Okay, sweet. How is everybody doing now today, guys? Are you ready for the weekend? It's good to see ya. Shout out to everybody. Guys, if you haven't already as well, drop a like on the stream. It's much appreciated. It helps out a lot also. I need to jump back on Enfield as well, right? CC's dropped today, right? So, yeah, I still haven't even played the event that came out last week. I mean, slacking on Enfield. Like, recently, when I've not been playing, like, Limbus, I've mainly been playing Path of Exile, chat. I'm kind of hooked on Path of Exile 2 at the moment. So yeah, it's hindering progress in any of the games. I did restart Grand Blue Fantasy really, but yeah, man, Path of Exile is it's taking over my gaming time, man. It's taking over my gaming time. Let me just see what chat's saying anyway, though. Welcome to the stream, guys. It's good to see you. Hopefully, you're all doing well. Grease, welcome to the stream. Vargs, welcome. Dandy Shark. Jesus, Pesus, welcome to the stream. Kill Cam, welcome. Arcadia, Flicks, Sloth a lot, welcome to the stream. Engalong, welcome to the stream. Shout out to you, JT, welcome. Federico Flippini, welcome to the stream. It's good to see ya. Ducklord, how's it going, my guy? Raden, welcome to the stream. Hello. Shout out to everybody in the stream. Mochi, welcome. If I've missed anybody, I apologise. Philin Love, welcome to the stream. Am I going to check out the React ID? Yes, I am. Yes, I want to check. I'm okay too, right? I'm not going to be spoiled. I don't have context later Cantos anyway, so I think I'll be okay, right? Yes, EC dropping later for EU. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, we got to wait. Kind of character spoiler watching ID trailer though. It's the characters themselves. Like, I'm going to see it anyway. I'm going to see the banners and everything anyway. There's no escaping that, right? When it comes to like contextual, like narrative elements, I'm just probably not gonna know what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? I'm probably not gonna know what the hell's going on. So yeah, well, I think we'll be okay. Your bones are to be claimed soon. Wait, should check the trailer ahead of time to verify if anything is super spoilers. I'm sure. What's the state of affairs, chat? Am I allowed to watch you? I don't think I'm gonna have the context for it, right? Limborin. I know, Flix. I will be back to AK soon. Don't worry. I'm just enjoying Limbus too much. Chat, I fucked my back up, man, I'm telling you. I was having to move so, like, because we've had some new fence panels for the garden. And the other day, we had a delivery, a couple of fence panels, trellis, and some boards, like concrete boards that go at the bottom of the fence. And oh my god, man, these boards were so freaking heavy. I'm telling you, man, I ain't like done anything bad, but I think I've strained my back a bit. I'm older than God's dog now, you know what I mean? Well, I've always suffered from it, man. When I used to do roofer, when I was a roofer before, sorry, I messed my back up then, so it's a weak spot, man. It's a weak spot. So I'm feeling it in the mini, like lower back. It's killing. It's just massive awkward things, man. You know what I mean? It's a problem. I think it's actually like holding them rather than lifting them. You lack context. Just admire the aura. What's going on, Easy, as well? Welcome to the stream. Hungsky, welcome. No context, no spoiler. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? Just don't read and you're fine. Right, okay. I'm good at that. I'm actually good at that. I was trained my entire life to not read since I'm English, so kind of it's a match made in heaven, so I think we could do that. I think we do that. We could do that. Unless someone paragraph context, you should be fine. Yeah, okay. Alright then, sweet. Just avoid reading the text. I'll try. Yeah, I'm here for the visual spectacle, you know? I'm here for the visual spectacle. Lift with your legs, not with your back. Yeah, it ain't even that. It's just like they're like 6 foot long, so like I'm having to stand them up vertically and lift them, and it's just an act of having to carry them the way I had to carry them. It's just a bitch. You know? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You're gonna get wear and tear when you're doing any physical labour, and I've been doing quite a bit recently. But we're okay. We're all right. We are all right. Guys, I've just opened up my YouTube. And where is he? There's a video. Shit, where's he gone? Which tab did I have on? There we go. There's a video from, is it Zome? And I can't help but be caught out by the title and the thumbnail. It says Genshin's new skip button is what Hitler warned us about. What the fuck? And I think I might have to watch this video, because what on earth is that title? What on earth is that title, chap? That's actually a clickable video. An incredibly clickable video. We'll get back on AK when we beat the Refraction Railway. What is Arknights? You only know their face, not their theme. Sorry, where the show's up. They should really analyse what the trailer is saying. It still doesn't matter much. Yeah, I think so, Roy. Yeah. Just a cursory look at the trailer since you were like 3 cantos away. I think whatever information that can be seen as a slight spoiler won't be noticed and will be forgotten. Yeah, well, I have a terrible memory, so I will forget it rapidly. And, yeah, context, like, unless you're like, I don't know, you've just started a story, right? And you see a character dead, and you're like, oh, shit, they die? Like, it's kind of hard a lot of times, really, to piece stuff together unless you've got, like, context of what's happening right now, which typically, you know, when you're this far behind, it's kind of hard to knit both together, right? I don't remember the right advocating for a skip button, right? Yeah? Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't, it's not what I remember from learning about World War II. That's at least anyway. Straight to Hitler, skipping all the steps in between. What's going on, the Sparkle Enthusiast? We're so live. I love this intervallo. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Pixel's new nickname is Limbus Glazer. Hey, I'll take it. I am a bit of a Limbus Glazer. I must admit. Hey, look, you know, sometimes you gotta own up to stuff, right? I'm an Enfield Glazer. I'm a Hyper Glazer. Some would say Hyper Grifter, right? I'll take Hyper Glazer. I'm an Arknights Glazer through and through, and I am rapidly becoming a Limbus Glazer. I don't know what to say, man. I'll wear it with pride. I think if there's, in my opinion, I think if there's 3 games in the gacha space worth glazing, I think those 3 are good for me. I know a lot of people might be a little bit contested on Enfield, but you're wrong. I'm joking. Bro is remembering, well, who is in the Limbus Glazer, right? Bro, haters are insane. Imagine going stream and play a different game for someone, for something some person is doing. I mean, if we're sleep agents, they were all glazers. At least because it's too far gone with the glazing, you can still acknowledge faults. I do try to do that, right? A lot of people, I suppose it's just what comes with tribalism sometimes, right? Like, if you listen to some people who have heard my views on Wuthering Waves, they think I think Enfield is the element of perfection, has done no wrong, will do no wrong, and has never done any wrong. And is the best game ever. And I hate Wuthering Waves with a passion, you know, which is neither are true. I think what I do when it comes to video games and talking about things that I like, I try to be cognizant of my bias, right? Because at the end of the day, we all have them, right? And I think that's one thing sometimes in the content creation space. People try and pretend that don't have a bias and that they can always be objective. I am more than aware that I can't always be objective. And when I'm talking about particular things in games, I am totally aware that other people won't see it the same way as I will, because sometimes I can't help but see it through the lens of like enjoying something, right? And I try my best to explain that when I understand that people don't think the same. But I think I'm quite fair most of the times. I try to be anyway. It is something I try to do. I fail a lot of the times, but that's the nature of enjoying things, right? You're always going to maybe let things slide that other people wouldn't, because they don't enjoy the thing as much as you. It's like, I know for a fact I let a lot of things slide in Enfield because I'm just having fun, and I take the game at a different pace to what I have been with previous gacha games. Now, Wuthering Waves for me, I played it daily for hours, so I started to get irritated by things that I probably would be getting irritated by in Enfield now if I was playing it like I was playing it then. But I played it at a much more relaxed pace now, and I can't help but there's just something about Enfield, man, that tickles me, you know? It tickles my balls, and hey, you know, that's always going to put a smile on your face. So I'll let certain things slide with it a little bit, but I try to be open about that and understand that, like, I can understand other people not being as forgiving, if you will. Centralic, I think Flix is getting more and more salty. You got to do AK again. I know. I want to. I do want to. It's just like the last week or so. Whenever it comes to streaming, like, I need to do Enfield as well. But I honestly just want to play Limbus on stream. I'm having such a blast with it. Like, you know what I mean? Sorry for being late. I was helping family. I never need to apologise about being late to streams, dude, man. And good on you for helping the family. Also grieving my failed job application. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, as they say, there are plenty more fish in the sea, but it does suck. It does suck, man. On to the next one, though, right? So not having an opinion on Enfield's gacha is what got us the Genshin skin. Oh shit, yeah, actually, I wondered what you was referencing then. The famous not having an opinion on Enfield's gacha. Shit, I forgot that clip for a second then. Quality leech. Sleeper agents, hive mind, yes. Together stronger. Becoming a Limbus Glacier is the reason why this heart's still beating. Glory to Kim. Yeah, I don't blame Flix. I don't blame you. You know, we like Arc Knights over here though as well. There's no such thing as perfectly objective, for real, right? For real. Can't blame him at all. Pixie's cooking him. No such thing as an objective opinion. True. People out there will try and. That's the thing. We've gone in a lot in the gacha space, all right. We have a lot of people who act like their subjective takes on game are facts, and they'll do a bunch of mental gymnastics to prove that it is entirely objective, and they'll do reverse logic. They'll work things back to be like, well, look, yeah, it's like, all right, bro, okay, all right, just be honest with yourself. You know, just be honest with yourself. You'll never stream 8K again. Look, I'll never complain about more Limbus. The best game is about what most impactful in your life. I think what I always say, right? Because I think, like, in the gacha space, because I've already had this when it comes to Enfield, because I haven't been streaming Enfield much. People are like, oh, you guys glazing the game and you don't even play it. I do. I play Enfield every day, even if sometimes it's just account management, like logging, even though I've got stuff to do, right? I'm a busy person as well. I have things to do in life, but I'm on the game every day. I've got the pass again this month. I ain't caught up on everything, but I'm just enjoying my time. But, like, it fascinates me. Some people have this idea that if you really like a game, that you must play that forever now. You can't, like, my favourite games of all time are like Mass Effect 2, Final Fantasy 9, Metal Gear Solid, The Witcher 3, and there's a couple of other games that I'm considering like my top 5, top 10 games ever. Just because you're not playing them anymore doesn't mean they're not great, right? There's a lot of people in the gacha space that have that idea that, whoa, what, you playing this other game? Well, you obviously hate Enfield, don't you? You was glazing it before it came out, and why aren't you streaming it every day? It's like, bro, get a life. Honestly though, for me, I do think Enfield is one of those games that I think it's, even though I can actually watch people play it, I think it's enjoyable to stream the story stuff. But overall, at the minute, like, I want replayable content in Enfield that I'd probably stream. But like, in terms of like the other content, I just don't think it's like the best stream content, you know? Which Metal Gear? Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation 1. I did like 2 and 3 though as well. To be fair, I haven't played the old, you know, the Metal Gears. I haven't played those. But to be fair, you know, I could chuck all the MGS games in for the most part. The biggest Enfield glazers are the ones that play it the least. Hey, I'll play every day, man. I'll play every day. It's funny because all I do is log in once a week for Limbus, get 1/3 of a unit and fuck off until I actually feel like playing. And that's fine, right? That's the thing. Like I say, we have this attitude in the gacha space that, you know, you can't be positive and really like a game unless you're balls deep in every day. And then when you'll talk about gacha games in a different sense, people are like, well, you're not supposed to play gacha games like that. It's like, which one fucking is it then? Am I supposed to be playing it 24/7 or 15 minutes a day? You know? Enfield is like, okay, it's more fun to play than watching people stream. Yeah, I think so, right? I think Arknight suffers from that a bit. I think people like to watch particular things from particular people about Arknights, and I think Arknights is a game that people really just like to see new people playing. If you like, I see it myself and I love it. It's awesome. The same like group of people will move from streamer to streamer, start playing, they're there until they get so far into the game, and then they move on to the next new person that's playing the game, right? But that's great because I like to see people getting into their passion, right? But for the most part, yeah, it's not like it's an overly watched game in that regard. But again, I like watching Arknights and Enfield. With Enfield, I don't know if it's a game that I actually love to stream, because I love the game so much in terms of, like, for me, like, exploration and such is such an enjoyable experience in Arknights Enfield. I like to kind of do, it's like a private thing, if that makes sense. You know, sometimes, because, like, gaming is a hobby, right? And I love streaming. Like, the other day, I streamed Impulse, right? And I said to people, I streamed it on my second channel. I've got, like, 40 subs on my second channel. Ain't nobody watching my streams over there. We had, like, 10 people in the stream, right? But sometimes I want to play a game, but I kind of just want to hang out on stream as well. Doesn't matter if there's one person there or 1,000. I just kind of, you know, like hanging out, right? But then there's times where, like, this is a private thing for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want to enjoy the game. I just kind of want to veg out, zone out, and just experience it. Spend a moment wandering through a particular area that would be incredibly boring to watch, right? And not actually talk as well. It's nice sometimes to just sit there silently and take it all in. You know? Yeah, Limbus is definitely my #1 gacha game from everything I've played, even from before Genshin, which was simply fucking atrocious a ton of the time with the business model. I like to play AK more though. That's fair, that's fair. Hello, Eggers the boy. No. Yes. It's absolutely fair. Playing in a vacuum can be good when you immerse yourself. Yeah. Private thing. Yeah, like I privately goon to Ember as well. You don't do that privately. What do you want about? Basically, my favourite game is me time. Yeah, it's nice sometimes, isn't it, man? You know, a little bit of me time. Like, I don't know if it's a man thing as well. Like, it's, you know, those few hours before you go to bed. You know, everybody else has gone to asleep. Whether you live at home with your parents still, or you've got a wife or a missus, or you've got kids and everything, right? And those few precious hours of the evening, you know, you're still a little bit awake, you know, oh, everyone's gone to sleep, the house is quiet, and it's like, oh man, let's have a bit of me time. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna play some video games for a few hours. Those moments, oh, they're brilliant, man. You know? And that's that, like, alone time, that personal time away from everybody, and it's like, it's freedom, right? And sometimes that's why I like to game like that, where I'm like, you know what? I really probably should be streaming this. There's lots of times I've been like that with Enfield, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna be selfish. This is me time. This is me time. Yes, I am, Berry. We're gonna check him out in a second. Casual, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. Turn on the camera, bucko. 2 secs. Bone climbing today, yes. Yeah, we better get started, man. It's 20 past 12 already. Just get a drink of water. I see a lot of streamers, time streamers missing. Exactly. It's, I've said this before. You know, when it comes to learning a game, the streamer debuff is real. Because even when you're trying to pay attention, you're not fully paying attention. Because you're cognizant of the fact that, oh, I'm supposed to be putting on a show to a degree. People are supposed to be entertained. I've got to make sure I'm thinking about what we're talking about, making sure everything's running right, you know, being aware that you're always being watched, having conversations with the chat, having a laugh. And yeah, it's like trying to do something in a really busy room. It becomes a lot harder, right? All the noise. So yeah, it's definitely a thing. It's a lot easier to learn a new game when I'm not streaming. Like, the streamer debuff is real, right? You'll look stupid sometimes being a streamer because you'll miss simple things, and it's like, it's just what happens, right? It's just what happens. Kick back, grab a cheeky pint and just enjoy it. Yeah, right? Yeah. Some snacks, maybe even something on the second monitor if you're just doing something that's like grindy and just, yeah, man. I've been enjoying doing that with Path of Exile the last couple of days, just slapping on Path of Exile and just slaying monsters, you know? Yes, I am going to check out the new ID trailer, yeah, for Zilla. Alright, then. Let's get started then, chat. Let's get started. I want to check out these Zomate videos as well, because, guys, that title and thumbnail's just diabolical. Actually, diabolical. Let me get this ID trailer up for Limbus as well. Let me pause that, and we'll check that out as well. There's OBS. Hello. Hello. Hello, chat. Hello. Hi. How's it going? Let me make it so you guys can see. Alright, okay. There we go. Alright. Let's get started. Let's get started. Alright, so, we got this. We're going to check this out, right? We're going to check this out, chat, okay? Because, we have to check this out. But, tell me that this is not diabolical, man. Genshin's new skip button is what Hitler warned us about. What the fuck? I'm guessing there's maybe some context to this video here. Twitter users are worse than Hitler. Bro's enjoying the Hitler meta at the moment, right? Bro is what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know, but I have to click this, chat. I have to click this. I can't not click this because it's like, what the fuck is this going on about? I'm curious, right? So we're gonna check this out. We're gonna check this out, chat, because guys, how can you look at a thumbnail like that and a title like that and not click on it, right? I feel like this is the most clickable video I've seen in ages. I know Zome is a Genshin creator, predominantly, right? I think he does other stuff as well, but he's predominantly a Genshin creator. He did get into a little spat with Saint Tontas, but, like, it's harder to find people who haven't got into spats with Saint Tontas now than people who have, right? So, like, it's not surprising. I do believe he was the guy who kind of found out and figured out that Glaive Keo was using ChatGPT or Grok or something to write his scripts, right? Which, after how things have gone, I think he was pretty bang on the money, right? And again, let's not pretend Glaive isn't the only person doing that. I was speaking to people in my comment section the other day that I don't like to call people out because I ain't got proof, but hey, you know, he did, and it looks like he was kind of on the money with it. But he got, I can't remember what his spat was now with Saint, but if I remember correctly, I'm sure him and DJ was having a bit of a back and forth over the skip button in Genshin. Again, I don't think it was like a beef thing, but I think they were having a disagreement on the importance of a skip button. Now, I must admit, I am of the mindset that having a skip button, I think, should be there for everything. I kind of sometimes understand the argumentation where people argue either side to a degree, but I fall on the side that when it comes to video games, give me options in everything, right? Give me settings, options. Let me choose which one to do, right? And if I choose to do one, as long as I'm having fun, that's all that matters, right? But I know there was a big debate about this for a while, right? There was a big debate about this for a while of should Genshin have a skip button, especially considering all of Hoyo's other games do, right? All of Hoyo games, other games do. So anyway, let's get into this because Genshin's new skip button is what Hitler warned us about. Like, brother,
Guys,
what the fuck is this title, man? I'm curious. All right, let's go.
Guys, Genshin is finally adding a skip button. No.
Is that true? Is that actually true? Are we getting a skip button in Genshin?
Let's see what the new skip button actually looks like.
All right, here's another piece of good news, and it has to do with the quest dialogue experience. I'm sure we've all tried to speed up the pace of a quest before by
Yeah, we did, and it never actually worked.
clicking through the dialogue, but most of the time you have to wait for a set transition time to pass, or
Yeah, we have to wait.
It's a fast forward only. Damn, they really don't want to add the skip button to this game, do they? They really don't. Like, there's part of me that's like, I kind of respect it. You know what I mean? I kind of respect it. They're like, no. You know, it's like Captain America. Like, everybody's like, I think you should do it. It's like, no, I don't believe I will. No, it's not happening.
Like for a little bit of time, like a few hours, like a few decades. But yeah, we have to wait a little bit.
for certain animations to play out before the next line can play.
Okay.
With the habits
Okay,
of
so is he
different
just allowing us just to spam it now so you can just click as fast as you want? Damn, man. Okay.
travelers in mind, the devs have decided to change this going forward. Starting in Luna 8, travelers can choose to no longer wait to advance dialogue. A single click can immediately move to the next line.
Now this...
Love him or hate him, you give him credit for sticking. That's what I'm saying. You know, like, again, I think a skip button would be good. I do. But there is that point in me where I'm like, you know, it's like that thing of going through, I think you're silly. I'm kind of angry against you. And then it's like, you know what? I get respect, I guess. Right? It's like respect, sticking to your guns. I like how they're really self-aware of what's going on as well.
The worst shit of all time, bro. This shit sucks. This is the worst improvement ever, bro. Listen to this carefully. Listen carefully to what she says. In case you missed it, I'm gonna rewind it, guys. And you have to listen to what she's saying.
Advance dialogue.
Oh, I missed that, JT. Did they say starting from, so you get to speed things up after a certain point in the game? Damn,
Single
diabolical.
click can immediately move to the next line.
I do like that, though. They're announcing that like it's something... Hey, guys, listen to this, like, revolutionary thing that we're adding to our game. Like, it's actually kind of cool. You might not understand what it actually does, so let me explain. Right? Like, it's... Wait. Whoa, this is insane.
To the next line. So instead of letting us skip the entire dialogue, which they're letting us do this in ZZZ, they have this in HSR, they have this in every other Hoyoverse game. Instead of giving us a normal skip button for Genshin, you know what they did? The only thing they did was to let us skip each line of the dialogue faster, which means instead of having to press the button...
I feel like they are rage baiting a little bit, right? I feel like they were having a good old chuckle about this.
One part of the dialogue, now you just have to press it one time, but you still have to press over and over.
Basically, the pacing of dialogue progression is now something you can control.
Not really, bro. We still have to fucking press the button 500 times to skip the dialogue, so we're not really able to skip any...
I must admit as well, it does suck having to sit there just spamming a button when you could just either hold it or one click and skip, right?
dialogue, right? Do not misunderstand.
It's interesting, right, Engie, like how they do it in their other games, but they just refuse to do it in Genshin. I honestly, right, I'd love to know the genuine reasoning why, right? We can all make assumptions on Some people say, well, if they just let you skip what's it'd be 80% filler. That's a lot of gacha games, right? Especially 3D gacha games. You cut out all the dialogue. Quest lines become 50 to 80% shorter anyway, don't they? Because like it's just the nature of those games. But I'd like to know their reasoning. Like say, we have a vacuum, so we feel it's got to be because of this, and well, this must be the reason, and it's because they fucking hate us and they're taking the piss and whatever it might be. But I'd love to know the honest reasoning of like why they won't do it. Like it's such an interesting thing for me because I've done it in all the other games. It's like it feels to me like it must be a running joke where they understand that people have gone on about this and they're like, you know what? Fuck you. Not because we hate you. It's just we find this funny. I'd love to know the reasoning for it. It's obviously something they want to stick to, right? Because they're acknowledging it here. They're incredibly self-aware about it, and they're also I think with that dialogue that they've just used there, I think they're taking the mick a little bit, which, as I say, I think is kind of funny. But it's like they know it, but then instead of adding it, they've gone for like a really watered down version of it. See, you just look at things that companies do. It's just a fascinating thing. I'd love to understand why.
All this means is that instead of having to press 500 times to skip one line of the dialogue, now you just have to press it one time for each line of the dialogue. But since these dialogues still are completely fucking unnecessarily long, you still have to press 500 times to fucking skip one dialogue. So we're still not able to skip the dialogue as a whole. The only thing that changed is that instead of having to press the button 500 different times to skip one line of the dialogue, now you only have to press the button one time for each line of the dialogue. But as I said, since these dialogues have a lot of lines, you still have to press the button every time to skip each line of the dialogue, which is just complete bullshit. At this point, why do they not let us just skip the dialogue as a whole?
Right, that's what I'm saying, man. It's some inside joke, right? It's got to be. It's some inside joke.
That
has to
they
be.
know that we all want a skip button and we want to be able to skip these dialogues. And instead of letting us skip these dialogues as a whole, they're giving us this half-assed, dog shit, half-baked feature that nobody asked for, which is complete dog shit and it's completely useless. This is not what we wanted. They know that we want a proper skip button.
I couldn't even argue, this is what I say, that it's half-baked. Because it literally requires the same thing, though, right? Like, so, it's not even like it's half-baked, where they're like, well, that's too much work. Because it's not. It's just like, I genuinely would love to know what's going on.
Yet, instead they give us this dog shit. And guess what? People are eating this shit up, bro. People are acting as if this is some crazy change. Let me show you guys something. Oh my goodness, guys, we're getting a skip button. Wow, this is so insane. Meanwhile, this shit completely sucks and it's not even a skip button at all.
Discounted skip button, you
The
know.
process a little bit less painful, but we still have to go through each dialogue and separately skip each separate line in this dialogue, so we're not able to skip dialogues as a whole. This shit is completely useless.
Like, do you think it's... Again, I'm trying to, like, play devil's advocate here to understand why, right? Obviously, most games, I think, want you to enjoy the story they're telling. It, like... do you think that's, like, a core component at their core that they want you... Like, well, they're forcing you, in essence, right? Unless you just ignore the game and just sit there clicking, to experience the story. Like, is that like a line in the sand that they're just not willing to cross? Like, no, we want people to go through this. Because, like, again, like, we can have the jokes and stuff, right? But it's like, logically, and like, it can't be a technical thing, can it? Like, it can't be a technical thing. Because that just doesn't... I'm not a technical expert when it comes to game developments, right? But I can't understand how... unless there's some sort of weird spaghetti coding going on that being able to skip the dialogue entirely would cause performance issues or something like that. It can't be, can it? Because that just doesn't make sense in modern gaming. I think it's got to be like... It has to be an inside joke at this point, right? It does. It has to be.
Now, I know a lot of people from the WUA community are obviously going to use this as ammunition to just post the game and to shit on it.
Mate, it genuinely doesn't matter what a game does, especially if it's Hoyo, and if it's Arknights now, and if it's NT even now. There is parts of the community that will do that. Just the best is, like, I can't help, I bite sometimes myself, but it's not the entire WUA community. We know it's just a small subsection.
Obviously, right? It's always going to happen. But still, even as a Genshin player, let's be honest, guys, this is a terrible improvement. Now, sure, it's better than nothing, but we're being treated like fucking dog shit. They're literally playing with us, and people are eating this shit up. This is terrible. They know what we want, and instead of giving us a skip button that they have in every other game, they refuse to give it to us for Genshin, and instead they give us this half-baked dog shit feature that is completely fucking useless. I don't know how it's even possible to defend this shit. Seriously, this is terrible. But yeah, I mean, if you think this is some cool change, bro, do whatever you want. But I'm gonna be honest, bro, this shit sucks. This is terrible, and we should not act like this is some type of crazy improvement when it's not. Alright, this sucks. This is a half-baked feature. They can give us a normal skip button, but they refuse to do it because they treat us like we're complete fucking... They treat us like we're actual dirt.
Do you like...
They don't...
Somebody commented on my video yesterday, because I made a video talking about the Shineznoya stuff. I only got just past Inazuma in Genshin, right? Can I just start the new content? Or do I have to go through all the story? Because, like, and the reason I'm asking that is because in my head, I wonder if it's because they don't want people to be able to start the game new and just catch straight up. Could that be the reason? It's not necessarily for the active, already entrenched players, but it's more for new players, that there's some sort of reasoning that they don't want people to be able to instantly catch up. I wonder if it's something like that. I don't know, really. I'm always up to date. Think so. I don't know. Somebody was just like, oh, you could just TP to the new area once you start again. And I was like, okay, if that's the case, that's cool, because I do want to try out the third person stuff. But, yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I wonder if there's some reasoning there. And maybe if they do implement this thing, they'll only implement it at a set time because they want you to go through certain things in the game to get you, you know, it's a new, maybe it's their way to lock in new player. I don't know. I'm obviously just trying to play devil's advocate, right? I'm trying to understand the reasoning, that's all.
Respect the
I think you can jump to the current area. Okay, then. So it's not that then, right? Yeah. Again, I'm honestly just trying to understand the reasoning, but it eludes me, I must admit. It does elude me.
Insane improvement when it's not. It's terrible, all right? And I'm not going to repeat myself again. So, if you want to glaze this shit,
like
bro...
TV's in the new region for map farming.
Say it as it is. This sucks, and nobody should celebrate this and act like this is some insane feature. And all these meat riders are going to sit there and act like this is an insane change. It's not. Stop acting like this is...
Oh, shit. Let me into that. Okay, so, I get he doesn't like it then. It's what Hitler warned us about. Okay, all right. Yeah, I find it a fascinating design choice. One day, hopefully they tell us. I would like them to tell us one day. I really would. Anyway, guys, I had to check that video out because the title was just too crazy not to, man. Too crazy not to. Yeah, Google Classroom's about to get a beating again, yeah. Title was clickbait, but the content was fair. Yeah. He's a big Genshin fan, right? So, hey, at the end of the day, I think there's at some point in most of the games we play, when we're big fans, there's a reason for us to have a bit of a crash out, right? It's normal. It's normal. Honestly, it is. I can understand it because I know Zolme, he's a big Genshin fan, and it's obviously something that's annoying him, right? Which it's understandable. It is understandable because that's the problem. It's understandable because it's not. It's kind of not understandable, right? Like, I don't understand why. But anyway, all right, and shall we move on to our ID trailer chat? We've got Mummy Roger. We've got Heathcliff. We've got my boy Heathcliff. So, guys, chat said it was okay to watch this, so we're going to watch this. It's only come out a few hours ago, right? So, I'm excited. We've got Limbus Company, the House of Spiders, the Thumb, Nurse Father, Rodian, and Apprentice Heathcliff. I think we've got a bit of a mummy moment here, yeah. Have we got a bit of a mummy moment? Chat saying maybe try not to read stuff on screen. I'm going to try. I'm here for the aura, the visual elements, and animations, but I'm excited. Walpurgis Bait Duo, you mean? True. Is this going to be the last banner before Walpurgis? Or is there anything after that? Because, yeah, this is going to be my first Walpurgis actually coming up. So I'm kind of excited about that as well. Okay, then. So I suppose they are really, really bait banners, right? But maybe I'll get baited. We'll see. We'll see. Let's have a look.
Limbus Company.
Bro, just let me just hold up a second. Hold up a second. Like, oh my days. Like, we made a video the other day, right? We were talking about the lack of thirst. Ooh, I'm parched. I am parched right there.
흉내일 뿐이라고 해도 상관없어. 애초에 강해지고 싶어서 팔레르무로 달려나고 있는 것도 아니니까.
Again, obviously, I know we're obviously it's the IDs here. I mentioned this in my video, Roy. You know, this returning theme of like reflections and mirrors to the point where it's canonically added to the game. I do love that. Oh shoot, Rogan a katana. Is that a segmented blade actually? I love the blade slice animations. See, I like that. Because like obviously the blade's like segmented, or at least it's got like grooves in it, right? And the slashes follow that effect. I like that. Nice little touch. Damn, bro. She does look good, right? Oh shit, that animation is sick. Lads, I think they're getting me hook, line, and sinker. You guys said it's bait. You know, I'm kind of getting baited here. I'm not gonna lie. I love that. What is he got? Like, does he have like a sort of spiral trail as he dashes in? I didn't go back further enough, did I? Does yeah? As he like dashes there, sort of like leaves like a helix spiral behind him now. I think anyway. I think it's all right. It's bait, but it works on me for real, dude. That artwork is fire, bro. Damn, my boy looking good. My boy looking good. That sword is fucking sick as well. I'm trying not to read stuff. I know I don't really have the context for spoilers, but I'm doing my best as well. Oh my days, boys. Oh my days. Holy cow. We've gone from aura to aura, but this is like a step on me aura, right? Holy shit, dude. She looks fucking dope. Again, segmented blade, yeah. Oh, she's got the dual blades this time. Definitely getting a bit of a spiral action going on, right? Holy shit, her animations are sick. Okay. I think she looks more hype in terms of her animations. Like, she looks sick. Still got the cigar in her mouth as well. So we got two smoking girls now. Bro, her animations go hard. I like that the way she's like holding her face there.
내가 이딴 곳에서 처치해줄
Ooh.
지긋지긋해.
Literally aura farming.
그 새끼도 너도 전부 다 원망하고 말고 빌어먹을 패밀리도 너네들도 전부.
Wait. Oh, did she just extend all that blade? So she literally has like, it is a proper oh shit, look at that. Because I was wondering that at first, when I first looked at Heathcliff's, I was wondering if it was going to like turn into some sort of like whip kind of blade, like, you know what I mean? Seems like hers actually does extend out, right? Dude, that just, look at that. That looks so cool. That part, that stance is dope. Is it a gun blade? Or was that just, I think it's just extendoing, yeah. Okay, that looks sick. Dude, this artwork is fire. Oh my days. So what, does it just like shoot out then, does he? She just pulls the trigger and it pops out at them. Fuck. Dude. She's so fine. She's so fine. It uses ammo, does it? Oh, so it is sort of like a gunblade then? Okay. So, what does it fire out? Some sort of explosive charge. But does the blade extend? It looks like it did, right? Or am I tripping? Did the blade extend? Where was it? Where she did he? Have I gone past it? I think I've gone past it, right? It's close to it, yeah. Wait, have I gone past it, chat? Where was he? Where'd she do the move? I've lost it, chat. It looked like the blade did extend though, right? It's a gunblade rapier. Let's go. Okay, that goes hard. To the very last bit, is he? Okay, my bad. There we go. Right, it's definitely extended there, right? Or is that just the shot coming out of it or something? It does, doesn't it? It looks like it's sort of separated and, like, extended, right? It's like a propulsion ammo. Dude, like that stance there, the aura, everything. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is a bait banner, right? This is a bait banner. Like, and not even in the sense that, like, oh, they're trying to get you to maybe FOMO into it, but it's like these both go really hard. The designs are so far, especially hers. Her design is so cool. Like, I really, really like her design, actually. I don't know why. Like, looking at this kind of just making me think of Wild Arms a little bit. It's kind of like, although it's not, sort of reminiscent of Wild Arms to me. I really, really like this. I really, really like this design. I need to see some more artwork for this. Have they got posts on their Twitter about this? Look how badass their fucking in-game design is as well. It would help if I was searching for Project Moon. I typed project instead of project. Is there actually any splash art, like full-on splash art? I know we had the sort of teaser splash art. Nah, there isn't, is there? There isn't anything up there yet, is there? I kind of, I want to see some more art. Bite the bait, bro. I think I've already bit, man. Hook, line, and sinker. Right here. Hook, line, and sinker. This looks fucking dope, man. Like, she looks really cool, actually. They both do. I think I'm more sold on her, which is interesting, because obviously I prefer, like, Heathcliff's one of my favourite characters. They both look insane, but, like, she looks fucking... She's got, like, the cool factor, right? Genuinely got the cool factor. Love that she's smoking the cigar as well. Okay, all right. I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm gonna have a little dabble. I'm gonna have a little dabble, chat. We're gonna have a little dabble. We're gonna have a little dabble. When do these drop, chat? When do they drop? Because I'm here to have a dabble. They got me. They got me. I mean, Wednesday. All right, I'm down. I'm down. So it'll be Thursday for me, won't it? It'll be Thursday for me. Early morning Thursday, right? All right, then. Next Thursday, then, chat. We're gonna give a couple of cheeky pulls, see if we can get lucky. So far, apart from the most recent banner, we've done everything in 30. Maybe we can make it happen again. Kick drops Monday. Right, okay. All right, I'm locked in. These look cool. Yeah, you got me. Project Moon got me, chat. They got me. Rip my lunacy. True. Sometimes sacrifices in life have to be made, though, right? Sometimes sacrifices have to be made, chat. It is one of those times. I think we have to make a sacrifice, chat. We have to make a sacrifice. All right, then we've been yapping enough, guys. Let's jump into the game. Man. We've got really nothing to check out or react to today, if I'm honest, and it is nearly 1 o'clock already. So let's try and get this Intervallo done, shall we? Let's try and get it done because we've got the 2 minis as well to quickly read before we jump into it. He took the bait. Yep. You give up a few things, chasing a dream, right? You know? Intervallo trailer. Yeah, we can do. What's the trailer called for this one? Has somebody got a link to it? Can somebody link me? Stick it in. Was it yield my flesh to claim their bones? Yeah. Where is it? I'm not seeing it. You already put your reacted yet? Oh, legend. He's okay. He's both. Oh, there we go. I see it. Yeah. I got it. Chat. Oh, this is a longer one, yeah. I got it, chat. I got it. We got it, chat. We got it. This is the one, yeah. PV chapter 5.5. Yield my flesh to claim their bones. First anniversary. Oh, so this was the first anniversary, was it? Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, let's have a look. Ooh, okay. New IDs, okay. Blade lineage, Don Quixote.
왜검 외의 것에 그리도 집착하는지. 그런 것보다 학원에 그 작자들이 뭘 작성하고 있는지 들어야 하지 않겠는가? 검을
Ninja Don Quixote here, have we?
이 정도로 상쾌하고 개운한 기분이면 그
She's just so cute, man.
이야기도 웃으며 들을 수 있겠지.
출정 전야는 반드시 고요한
Ooh,
법이죠.
Blade lineage Faust.
달도 가득 차올랐군요. 홍매와의 꽃잎을 던지고 그 잎들을 조각내는 무예를 연습했던 적도 있었죠. 아름다운 붉은 꽃잎이 사방으로 흩날리는 것은
Okay, that's all. I like that.
아름다웠습니다. 꽃은 지고
Ooh, look at that L2D work, boys.
될 것입니다.
So we've got the baby-faced assassin, and we've got the artistic assassin as well, right? This looks cool, man. I'm excited. Mercil. Oh, is that Mercil eagle then? Is that where that comes from? What's this one then? The Kurakumo clan captain Gregor. Oh, this is a 00. Guys, I think she's artistic. Oh shit, this looks badass. This looks kind of badass.
S사에서 넘어온 떠돌이가 저것들이라고. 애들은 다 준비해뒀겠지. 이곳이 누구 영역인지 확실히 각인시킨다. 돌겨!
착수하지 않는 겁니까? 돌을
Blade lineage Menta Mercil.
던질 수밖에 없는 경우. 우리 곧 큰 난이 벌어질 것만 같다. 나는 고의를 부탁받은 몸이니.
I take it he feels like, looking at his design, he's the main guy for for this particular patch, right?
어쩌면 S사에서 설 자리를 잃게 할지도 모르겠지. 지켜야 할 그분이나 나와 친구들도 치열했으나 좋은 끝.
Okay, that's pretty badass.
이제 우리의 활로를
That's pretty
찾을
badass.
수 있겠군.
I love the music as well. Okay, alright. That's fucking cool. What's this? Oh, is this just for the, So, is this what you got on the anniversary? So what was this? A 10 pull and a guaranteed 000, and then what? An extra ticket, extraction tickets, and 3 guarantee. 3-star guarantee, sorry. Okay, yes, I was right, yeah. I was right. How many extraction tickets was he? Ticket deco banner. Identity takeoff ticket. What's that? What's that? What's a takeoff ticket, chat?
진심으로 환영합니다, 관리자님.
Oh shit, it did an Angela announcer as well.
당신이 좀 더 편하게 이곳에서 적응할 수 있도록 도와주는
Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually.
엔젤라입니다. 예쁜 이름이지 않나요?
Free guarantee and a temple. That's pretty decent, isn't it? It's pretty decent. Alright. Okay. Instant max level and uptight. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Not bad, not bad freebies there, really. You know? Getting a unit and, pulls as well. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. I'm excited now. Oh. I'm clicking wrong buttons. Chat, I'm clicking the wrong buttons. I'm clicking the wrong buttons. I clicked outro by mistake. My bad. My bad. Ignore me. Level 50 ticket. Take off tickets, jump me to max level at the time. Yeah, kind of same thing as what we've got in Arc Knight, yeah. Mind you can get more than 1,000 IDs on those tickets. Oh, one. More than one. I was going to say, I was like, 1,000? What? More than one, yeah. Yeah, it's just like, what? So what is the pool on that? Is it the entire cast? Or is it like from a certain point? From a certain point. Third anniversary was goated. So I saw, I read that. I was like, 1,000? 1,000? Tripping. Thanks to whoever just subscribed. I'll cut you off there, I think. Oh, well, thanks for the stream. That one is entire cast. Was it really? Standard is all units. Entire pool. Oh, that's kind of cool then. That's kind of cool. Except the Wahlbergs ones. Okay. Alright. Alright. Kind of fire. Kind of fire. Alright, let's sit down, chat. Hello. Thanks for joining me. Once again. Alright. Let's head on in then, shall we? So we've got the 2 minis. We've got Mini 2, Mini 3. And then yield my flesh to claim their bones. So what we got? The second Walpurgis Night. Let's do it then. Let's do it then, chat. We got too many in the squad. Should we do that? Yeah, I think that's alright, right? That's alright. Alright, let's do it.
본인이 나서지.
Mr. The Bobcat Reaver on PV of this event. You can time the guarantee ticket for Walpurgis to get Warp limited IDs. Oh, can you? Yeah, that's cool, man. It's actually cool. I like it. So, rather than just having like a selector of 4 or 5 characters, right? Obviously a bit of randomness to it, but you know. Yo, Canis, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. This is green lights blinding out eyes and loud alarms rupturing out eardrums. I've gotten used to it by now. Poor Yi. I bet he can't wait to get back right. He gets away from it for a little bit and then straight back to wanting to spew his ring up right. Thanks to the alarm, the sinners begin waking up one by one from their naps.
발프루기스의 밤이 다시 한번 찾아왔군요.
Even amidst that chaos, Faust remained as calm as ever. She walked up to the helm and shut off the alarm. Already? I thought it was supposed to be a really rare occurrence.
현상 자체는 희귀한 것이 맞지만 저희가 시기를 예측할 수 있는 현상은 아닙니다.
Is that actually true in the way the Walpurgis stuff drops as well? That it's a bit of randomness to it, like it's not set in stone. I quite like how they bring this all back to the story, the narrative. Yeah.
잡겠네. 그럼 일주일 뒤에도 갑자기 올릴 수 있다는 거야?
보장할 수 없죠. 메피스토펠레스의 엔진이 감응하기까지 최소한의 시간이 있으니 그렇게 짧을 거라고는 생각하지
Okay,
않습니다만.
that's a cool way to do it. Yeah. Supposed to be every 3 months, but it's whatever at this point. KJH does it whenever he wants. I kind of like that though, man. I kind of like that. Faust, who was busily interfacing with the device while answering Roger's question, came to a sudden stop. What's up? Is there something wrong?
아닙니다. 예상 가능한 변동 중에 한 종류일 뿐입니다.
Okay. The predictable range of variables for one such volatility. That doesn't fill me with confidence, huh?
다만 단테를 포함한 수감자들에게는 새로운 환경이라 잠시 어떤 설명이 필요할지 고민한 것이죠.
Okay. New environment. I looked at her curiously, but I did not voice my concerns. She was already walking toward the back door. Faust was not going to answer my question anyway.
가장 좋은 설명은 직접 확인하는 것이겠지요.
Oh, okay. Yep, knew it.
의미 없는 지루한 일상이 다시 한번 꿈틀거리는군.
I do love how Don's just always, down. Kind of ride or die, right? It's irregular, but KJ said he wanted to make them a little more often. Okay, used to be every 3 to 4 months. We've had Walpurgis that took 6 months to release. Now we're back to 3 to 4 months. Okay, I like though that it tells you that in the game though, right? So it makes sense that it doesn't make sense as well. Yo, Jamie, what's going on, dude? Keeps us on our toes. It's funny. People keep scrambling to save for it.
얼마 전까지 이 안을 꾸미겠다고 난리법석을 쳤는데 벌써 질리신 건가요?
기념할 만큼 기념했다고 생각하네.
단테, 앞장서시죠.
Okay. The bored sinners seem to find this new possibility of an adventure somewhat exciting. They slowly got up from their seats with enthusiasm. We again made our way to the back door.
단테, 이번 변동은
I love how in this area they do like the fish eye lens kind of design, right? Makes it seem sort of like eerie in here. Oh, so we got to head toward my room?
네, 직접 열어주시면 되겠군요.
She did say something about the corridor changing depending on who opened the door. I walked across the corridor, trying to recall what Faust once told me.
정말 다행히도 이번엔 저 입장 금지 구역으로 가진 않네요. 어떤 바보들이 멋대로 들어가서 별 쓸데없는 고생을 했었는데.
앞으로는 진짜 안 한다고.
2번이나 어긴 자가 하는 말은 설득력이 떨어진다고 보지 않나.
동감이네요.
Man, they're gagging up on Heath, man.
본인은 한 번 뿐이긴 하네.
넌 다 물어 임마.
And throwing him under the bus, it was your fucking idea. I'm starting to enjoy this raucousness among the sinners. Hoping that this camaraderie would last for a long time, I turned the handle and opened the door. Oh. More doors.
저 문은
That door. Right. The door had transformed into an oddly familiar shape. This looks like one of those doors we saw back at one of the lobotomy court branches.
정확히 일치합니다.
Identical.
형상이 여럿 겹친 것처럼 보인다는 점이 다소 상이하나 디자인 기조는 일치하므로.
제대로 보셨군요. 형상이 중첩되어 보이는 건 발프루기스의 밤에 찾아왔다는 방증이라고 할 수 있겠네요.
Opening now. The door creaks open and another corridor appears before us.
맞지 않나? 로보토미 지부.
The longer I look at it, the more familiar it becomes. This place definitely looks a lot like those lobotomy court branches we've been to.
야, 똑똑이.
And I feel like
이런 식으로
Dante
로보토미
has to have
지부를
some sort of
찾아
connection to
들어올 수 있으면
lobotomy court, right, that goes
우리는 왜
deeper.
버스를 타고 개고생하면서 찾아다니는 거냐?
정정해야 할
fucking
부분이 하나가 아니니까
AC's making me yawn.
거꾸로 돌아가며 대답하죠. 우선 발프루기스의 밤은 저도 예측할 수 없는 현상입니다.
그걸 통해서 작전을 펼친다는 발상 자체가 정신 빠진 소리라는 말이 되겠지.
그것도 그렇네.
생각을 조금 더 해보고 말하는 건 어떨까, 히스?
Damn, man. If Heathcliff's not getting blamed for stuff, right? Bro's getting like the raw end of the deal with chickens on his head, or some other sort of ailment, right? Bro's getting called dumb. Yo, my boy, he's always catching strays, man. You know, like, no need for these guys. Heathcliff scowled at Roger's remark and soon grew dejected once he noticed that the other sinners were nodding in agreement. Damn, man.
뭐 가능성까지 부정하진 않겠습니다만. 그리고 이곳은 저희가 찾아다니던 도시 어딘가 있는 로보토미
Okay.
지부의 공간이 아닙니다. 그저 발프루기스의 밤의 영향으로 변화한 복도의 일종일 뿐.
Okay, so it's like a recreation of a lobotomy court branch. A mirror of one, maybe, if you will.
현재 존재하는 지부의 황금가지.
The really strange if they're aimed at him.
저희의 업무와
True,
관련된
true.
공간은 아니라고 할 수 있겠죠.
알아들었다고. 헛소리해서 미안하다고 하면 그만할 거냐?
가능성을 부정하진 않는다고 했습니다. 그리고
Okay.
아직 더 남았습니다.
More? I didn't think there was anything more for her to correct, but Faust clearly seemed to think that there was another critical error in Heathcliff's statement. And without even flinching and wearing that serious expression, she looked into the distance.
이곳은 지부가 아닙니다.
Oh, okay. What is it then? Faust muttered. Not one of them? So this isn't a lobotomy court facility?
지부가 아니라 과거 어느 시점과 가능성에
I was just thinking that actually.
것입니다.
It's point in time and the branch of possibility uncertain.
그럼 여기가
So this is where it all went down. Well, a recreation of it, if you will. But like, it's based on where it all went down. Is this where you would have been playing in LobCorp, yeah? Obviously, I know, like I say, it's a facsimile, right? But, you know.
부러진 날개가 되었다는.
The broken wing.
네, 이곳은 9L4 과거의 지휘팀이 사용하던 복도입니다.
Welcome to where it all started. I'm going to back to playing Lobotomy Corp after stream now. I'm back in the mood. Oh, is this music from it, is it? I can sense the rising apprehension among the sinners. So this is where it happened. Don't remember it since it happened before my amnesia, but everyone in the city knows about that incident. The source of the blinding light that enveloped the city for days, which then sunk everyone into utter darkness for the next. But Faust appears unaffected by the general air of anxiety of those around her. Instead, she continues to look off into the distance, away from the sinners. Maybe it's because she doesn't care, or maybe what she already knows doesn't faze her. Are you waiting for something, Faust?
네, 변동에 관한 정보는 이게 끝이 아니었으니까요. 아마도 곧
Oh. Before Faust finished, the lights of the corridor suddenly switched colours.
시작되었군요.
이게 무엇인가? 설마 말로만 듣던 기지 매몰?
그 정도의 사건은 이것과 다른 경보가 울립니다.
아이, 그럼 뭔데? 이 빨간 불빛. 난 제법 불쾌하거든.
옵니다.
I suppose after playing Love Court, this probably hits, like, doesn't he? They're here. I followed the tip of Faust's finger, which pointed toward the same direction she'd been looking this entire time. Steam of unknown origin began to coalesce there. And a bizarre machine of sorts appeared there.
시련입니다. 색은 낯빛.
An ordeal color green, time dawn.
정원!
말 안 해도 알겠다고. 저 보철 덩어리. 살벌한 소리.
Sorry, bro. Everyone seemed to know that something like this was going to happen. They prepared for battle, warily eyeing the mysterious machine.
저것도 환상체냐?
No, wait. It feels more like a peculum. I instinctively blurted out the immediate sense they gave off and looked to Faust. She'll know what to say. Instead of giving me an answer, however, Faust brandished the Zweihander and stepped forward.
우선 저것을 처리하도록 하죠. 단테, 인격패를 준비해 주세요.
Okay. You do not miss his sound. Does he come with PTSD, does he? Dawn of Green, Doubt. Wave 1.
나만 믿고 답에 집중해줘. 도움이 될 수 있을 거야.
쳐다보기엔
개체들의 체력이 많이 깎여나가서
Faust locked in, right?
배경나무 힘이고 이게
이
다인가?
기세로 계속 나아가 보자.
이걸로 제가 팠군.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
Oh shit. Was that Malkuth then? Was that our announcer when the text comes up there? Malkuth was one of the they ended up becoming like the little robot, like the robot things. I forgot what they're called now. Forgot what they were called. See if the gameplay loop is your cup of tea. What for Lob Corp? Yeah, like for me, after watching videos about Lob Corp, I don't know if the gameplay is, but like it feels like a gaming experience that I need to try. Right? Sephora, that's it. Yeah.
그렇지. 이거 공각 맞지?
You like the gameplay personally? I might do, right? Like, look, I don't like tower defense games, but Ark Knights is my favourite gacha game. Make it make sense. Do you know what I mean? If a game's good enough, you know, it can go beyond genres, can't it? So it just depends, really. If it's as good as people say it is, maybe I will like the gameplay. I guess it all depends, right?
방금 했던 공격은 매우 효과적이었어. 하지만 아직 부족해. 다음 공격은 더 잘할 수
People have said consider like the gameplay in this, I'd like ruin his gameplay. Love Cup is a management sim cross with an RTS. Yeah, which like RTS is something more along my lines of what I like. Not so much management sims. I've never really been a big management sim guy. It's not to say I won't play them, and I have. So like, it just depends on, like as I say, how good it is. Right? If it locks me in on most aspects, maybe I could. Maybe I could. You'd love Library Brew and a Botany Company ready a bottle of alcohol brand you love because you're gonna need it. Maybe because we got Steam sale coming up. very soon, actually, haven't we? Is it next month or does it start this month? I can't remember. The summer sale. So if there's a decent discount on them, might pick them up. LobCorp will test your multitasking abilities. Well, I'm screwed then. My missus always says that I am a true man in that regard. I cannot multitask. I cannot multitask, chat. It's not in my DNA. It's a great game, but damn, it's painful playing you. Bruno speak Limbus, but without the simplified combat. Yeah, that's what people have said. Actually, think. That's what I hate about it. I love having my AC on because it makes my room nice and cool, but man, it makes me yawn like a motherfucker. Time limit reached. Remaining ordeal entities 4. Oh, shit, wait, what? Eventually, we managed to reduce the machines to a pile of scrap metal.
그래서 파우스트 씨, 이 고생을 하면서 저걸 처리한 이유가 있겠지?
네. 저희에게 돌아올 보상의 효율이 높으니까요.
LobCorp may be difficult to make stream content from. Yeah, I think if I got Lobotomy Company, LobCorp, sorry, I think that'd be I think, because I've really been enjoying Limbus, and because what I've seen in terms of like the story stuff, it's interesting, right? I think it'd be a game that I'd probably play off stream, but I'd make a video about my experience, maybe. You know, I think that's probably what I'd do. What's the temperature of there? I don't know, but it's nice outside today. It's nice and sunny.
보상?
Gregor repeated, clearly expecting her to elaborate, but Faust ignored his gesture and instead began to observe the walls and items around her.
이것들은 결국 무엇이었던 것인가?
Video at your own pace would be great. Yisang stood next to Faust and began to muse alongside her.
한때 본사에서 출몰했던 환상체와 흡사하면서도 또 다른 존재. 로보토미 본사에서는 이런 괴물들을 시련이라 호칭했습니다.
Similar to, yet different from abnormalities. So they used to call them all deals.
시련. 그런가? 여기는 환상체 격리실이 아니라 복도인데도 격리실처럼 쓰였나 보.
이 괴물들은 특정 시기에 갑작스럽게 나타나는 성질을 갖고 있었습니다.
Monsters. Like monsters of the outskirts.
그렇게 보일 수도. 정확한 의미에서는 아닐 수도요. 언젠가 알게 될 것이라고 말씀드릴 수밖에 없겠네요, 단테.
So this is the first combat we've had in any of the minis, right?
백귀야해. 운치가 있고.
미리 말씀드립니다만, 단테.
Yeah?
앞으로의 변동에서 이 시련이나 그에 준하는 상황이 발생할 확률은 높을 것입니다.
Okay.
그때마다 도전하는 것을 권장해드리고 싶네요.
Recommend challenge all of them. So, she says, guys?
난 이 조명이 싫다니까.
Next Wolf is ruining a thing. Oh, is it really?
오히려
Okay.
좋네. 심심할 일도
That'd be
없고
interesting.
전투 훈련도 되지 않겠는가?
Except for Faust and Ji-sang, who were quietly exchanging their observations, each sinner began rowdily sharing their impressions. Well, I guess that's a more reasonable preposition than let's just doze off in the buzz until we find land. Hopefully, Faust or Yi-sang will one day find the time to explain their findings to me. Right, we had to get moving. I approached the sinners to get us going.
내 딸! 엄마밖에 없지?
It is, isn't it? Because all the other minis are just they're just stories, right? That one's actually. You enter back to the bus. Have I finished that then? Is that totally finished now? It's totally finished, right? Okay, that's totally finished. Just double checking that there wasn't another node to it or something. Monster mentioned. Last one was LobCorp, so unless I switched up, it should be Brewing now. I think I have a hard mode. Okay. Do you get more combat minis going forward?
위험. 땅이 가까워지고 있어.
Cannon, who had been quietly holding the helm for a while, suddenly spoke up, as if on cue. Everyone in the cabin simultaneously jumped up from their seats. The crew's joy at the end of this long journey was palpable. I bet Yi-sang is happy, man.
드디어 끝난 거야?
I say, I like the way they've really made it feel like a proper journey, haven't they? Like, you know, we've been at this for a while, man.
눈물이 날 것만 같구려.
이제 어디 놀러 간다고 할 때 배 같은 건 무조건 배제해야겠어. 평생 탈 만큼 탔으니.
Some sinners began to visibly relax with the realization that the long lake voyage had finally come to an end. Others rushed to windows as if they were expecting anything to change while we were away from the shores. So I'm curious, I've got another question about the lake again, because obviously we saw the map last time. I saw the map, and it's like almost like an inlet. The lake in where we're at, it's in the city, right? In the sense, like the city seems like it comes in like that, and then there's the lakes, the lake with the different regions of the lake. What's beyond? What's beyond? Have we ever experienced that?
그 얘기 호수에 떠 있는 동안 수십 번은 들은 것 같으니까 그만 하자.
Was that's pretty much where we got to, right? That's where the whale was, right? On the outskirts, because it said that the pallid whales, the pallid whale and the whales kind of reside on the outskirts, yeah. A good part of the lake is in the outskirts. I'm just fascinated by the outskirts and all that, I am.
과하긴 했다, 이스마일. 많아도 3번 꺼내는 정도가 나았을 것이다.
할 얘기가 없다고 하니까 꺼냈던 것뿐인데요.
Just as we were exchanging a few meaningless jabs at each other. Boom. Mephistopheles suddenly jerked violently as though something had exploded. Of course, we were all promptly thrown about the bus boat like ragdolls. Is everyone okay? Well, that doesn't look good. Why is it so dark outside?
한 번에 부드럽게 멈추는 법이 없냐? 어? 버스?
Oh, is it transformed back into a boat? A bus, sorry. Heathcliff was right. I took a quick look around and realised that the cabins had transformed back to the shape of the bus we'd grown so used to.
카론, 변신 버튼 눌렀어. 찰칵.
Click, clack. Look at her sitting. Look how little she's there.
깜빡이 좀 켜고 하라니까. 좀!
카론, 제발.
버스배는 깜빡이
Yeah, I did
없어.
the first part of Intervallo 3 last time. Too bad, bug guy. I thought there was going to be some complicated procedure to transforming it back to a bus. Guess it just happens with the click of a button, huh?
저는 다시 공방이나 보트 센터에 들러야 할 줄 알았는데.
We are Transformer now, yeah. Two Karens, right?
메피스토펠레스는 한번 각인된 성질은 계속 기억할 수 있는 기능을 갖추고 있습니다.
Oh, okay.
일단 그 형상을 갖췄었다면 다른 형상으로 바로 변할 수도 다시 돌아갈 수도 있죠.
그런 거군요. 아무튼 그렇게 원하던 육지까지 잘 도착해서 다행이네요. 히스클리프 씨.
So, like, as the boat just come into shore there, it literally was like a transformer, yeah. It just like onto the fucking shoreline.
어?
Heathcliff's face lit up for a brief second before a vortex of complicated feelings overcame him.
그렇단 건. 야, 띠띠빵빵. 여기.
Oh, sorry, bro. Heathcliff was talking to Karen, but she did not reply. Maybe it was because he didn't call her by her name, or maybe it was that she didn't really know where we were either. She always drives wherever her whims take her, after all.
회색빛이 도는 것이 색을 앗아가는 그곳과 담기는 횟수만 조금 다르긴 하구려.
그렇나? 이런 색감은 아니었던 것 같기도 하고.
T-Corp, District 20. I've never been there myself, but I've tangentially experienced it via Yisang's fathoms of Eagle. Yeah, that place was supposed to take our colours away, wasn't it?
여유를 가져라, 히스클리프. 여긴 아직 뒷골목일 뿐이지 않나. 그저 내가 오랜 시간 몸을 담았던 곳에 초입일 뿐이지.
Bro, skipping. I got eager. Vigilius, you had no reason to provoke him like that.
둥지로 바로 진입하지 않고 뒷골목을 통해 가는 이유라도 있나요?
Huh? You're right. Why are we going through the back streets anyway?
나도 궁금하군. 뒷골목의 도로를 통하는 건 우회 경로가 많고 시간과 위험 요소 모두를 늘리는 방법일 텐데.
둥지에서 둥지로 직접 넘어가는 허가가 뒷골목을 통하는 것보다 심사 조건이 월등히 편하기도 하다.
Okay. Ishmael's question to Vigilius had opened a whole new floodgate of questions from other sinners.
뭐 다들 그새 질문이 많아졌군. 내가 친절한 방법으로 설명하지 않는다는 건 바뀌지 않았을 텐데 말이지.
He just does not give a fuck, does he?
방향에 대해 의문이 생겼다면 묻는 것이 맞지 않나요?
Marius, welcome back.
길잡이의 일은 방향을 가르쳐주는 것일 텐데. 설마 T사에 직접 출입 허가를 받지 못한 건가요? 림버스 컴퍼니식이나 되는 회사가? 아무리 신생회사라고는 해도 뒷배가 든든한 회사 아니었나요?
물론 대부분의 둥지에 대한 출입 허가는 받을 수 있습니다.
Most. Not all, but most.
회사의 뜻이다.
Vigilius silenced the entire hubbub on the bus with a short but low growl.
길잡이의 일은 회사에게 부탁받은 목적지까지 진행하는 방법을 조율하는 것이다. 이 경로를 택한 것도 그 뜻에 따른 결과일 뿐이니 적당히 닥쳐줬으면 좋겠어.
Perhaps the commotion was getting to him. I could tell that Vigilius was rubbing his ear out of frustration.
그런 거면.
While doubt was still apparent on Ishmael's face, she nodded affirmatively. She was acknowledging that there was little we could do about the orders from the company itself. Alarms?
저 경보, 사실 뭐 우리 하는 얘기를 듣고 있는 거 아니야? 무슨 타이밍이 이렇게 좋아?
그럴 리는 없을 것 같네요.
Unlikely. I mean, it's not though, right?
단테.
Ishmael talking a little too much shit. She pushing it. Like always, Faust looked into the bus terminal before giving me a look that I've come to recognise. Yep. Another volatility to take care of, huh?
네.
Yes,
그렇습니다.
it is. Look at little Karen here.
또야? 얼마 전에도 뒷문에 변화가 생겼다면서 왔다 갔다 했잖아.
Dante.
알 것 같아. 저번엔 거울 던전, 채광 던전도 변했었고. 아니 그럼 슬슬 남은 게
그레고르 씨의 추리력이 나날이 늘어나는 것을 파우스트는 긍정적으로 여깁니다.
굴절철도냐?
The bus soon fills with the sinner's exasperated sighs.
젠장, 또 개 같은 지하철이야.
Ow. Smash my knee.
아, 거긴 갈 때마다 피곤해지는데.
저번엔 2호선이라고 했으니까 이젠 3호선인 건가요?
그럴 확률이 높죠. 직접 가보기 전까지는 확정할 수 없지만. 단테,
Wait, just appeared behind her then. I know. Going through the refraction railways takes a lot out of me too. So far, each refraction railway has had a new and different patterns, and enemies we face in there were much more powerful than any other enemies we'd faced before. But it's also true that I see a noticeable improvement in most sinners' combat prowess once we had a run through the railway. Not to mention the copious amount of rewards. I don't remember exactly when it was, but Faust once took the time to explain the railway's abnormalities to me. That the abnormalities we battle in the railways are probably not the same ones that exist in the world that we live in. So it's not like we're able to just capture them and bring them back, but they're perfect for practice just in case we run into their real versions. Well, whichever is the case, going through the railway will be a net positive for us. So, let's get going then. I took a quick glance at the sinners and opened the door to the back door. We need ego shards, Dante. Yeah, we need to be doing some farming. That's for sure. We need to start doing some farming, man. All right then. Yield my flesh to claim their bones. So we come in, took a right, yeah. This place does look like a shithole. Having the refraction railway, is it good? I've took a look over the rewards once they seem good. What's up, ZZZ? ZZJJ4128. It's fun if you're masochistic. Guys, give me a second. I'm just going to go for a pee and that. I'll be back in a moment. Guys, if you haven't as well already done so, drop a like on the stream. It's much appreciated. I will be back in un momento. Speak amongst yourselves. I'm back. He explodes. Shimmy died. Went for a poop as well, chap. I went for a poop. I lied. Needed a poop. Anyway, we're back. Alright, let's do this then. Let's start part 2 of Intervallo 3. What's going on in these streets here then? You guys are saying this area's Britain, yeah? Dudes in the street with big ass, let's say, knives. Yeah. Okay, it's definitely Britain. All right, let's go. District 20 back streets. Heathcliff looked out the rattling buzz window with a dour expression, sorry. Though it wasn't raining, the world outside was grey and opaque like an overcast sky. Black pungent clouds of smoke had long devoured the atmosphere. So this is the kind of place Heathcliff used to roam. That obviously like a little bit of an alluding to the Black Country there, which is where I'm from, actually. The Black Country. I don't know if you guys know that. It's where the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution was. And it was called the Black Country initially back in the day because, like, obviously, the factories kicked out so much smoke that the sky would be dark, right? And so they called it the Black Country.
아직도 잿빛으로 색이 바래는구려. 분명 S사에서 도망했던 정착지는 세피아 빛으로 칠해져 있던 것 같수만.
T사의 색을 수거하는 장치가 중심에 위치해 있으니까요. 영향권에서 멀면 이런 현상이 있을 수 있다고 보고된 적이 있습니다.
It drains our saturation. Okay then. All right. Okay.
그런 것이었는가? 하면.
Two other sinners immediately jumped in on the conversation to direct it away from whichever obscure subject Yi-sang and Faust were about to steer it into.
그러고 보니까
The two nerds of the group, aren't they? Now entering Birmingham, right?
그 이상 씨가 살았던 곳 거기랑 여기가 좀 건물들이 달라 보인다 싶어서.
그래. 그 이야기 하려고 했지.
It's been a while since we started on this journey together. I was starting to grow more comfortable with the sinners. Maybe that's why I found Gregor and Roger's valiant effort to keep this conversation remotely comprehensible to most occupants of the bus pretty amusing.
그건 말이야.
And Yi-sang unknowingly shooting down the effort by jumping into another complicated discussion was another sight I'd become familiar with. Well, I was curious about the technology T-Corp uses to drain out colour and about the behind-the-scenes of T-Corp operations. It wasn't something that could be answered now. I decided to table that discussion for later. Instead, I approached Heathcliff. He was sitting all by his lonesome, clearly in deep thought.
시계 대가리.
Still racking your head about what to wear to Wuthering Heights?
뭐? 그런 거 아니야.
Heathcliff protested, jumping up from his seat. Looks like I hit the nail right on the head.
아니, 생각을 안 한 건 아니긴 한데 그냥 옛날 생각나고 그런 게 더 커서.
I do remember hearing that Heathcliff used to live in the back streets. A part of some syndicate, if I recall correctly. Virgilius did say that we were going through the back streets instead of going straight to the T-Corp nest for a reason. And that it was because of the company's orders. Maybe there's something for us to do here. Heathcliff did spend some time in the T-Corp back streets after all. Maybe we'll run into a golden bough here?
그럴 리가 있나요? 그게 뒷골목에 굴러다니는 썩은 나뭇가지 수준이었다면 저희가 이런 개고생을 하겠어요?
True, I guess.
애초에 그 여러 의미로 대단한 저택에 이런 뒷골목에 붙어있을 리 없잖아. 골목을 기어다니는 거렁뱅이 같은 사람들과 그들에게는 나를 초대했다는 건 이번 황금가지는 그 저택이 있는 둥지에 있을 게 뻔하겠지. 맞지?
In the manor, right?
맞습니다. 저희는 최종적으로
I did, Hunter.
기사
Yeah,
동지로 향할
I'll upload it
것입니다.
later. I'll get it uploaded later. Heathcliff continued to speak in a low voice. The hubbub from outside the bus seemed to blend with his words, turning into a mass of murmurs. There was a sort of commotion outside.
그리고 최종이든 시작이든 간에 뭘 해보려면 저기서 걸리적거리고 있는 놈들부터 집어치워야겠군.
반 정도 맞는 말이군.
Heathcliff, who was muttering to himself in an uncharacteristic daze, jolted awake.
아이씨, 이거 없이 뭘 하는 건 띠띠빵빵이나 너나 다르질 않냐 어떡해.
예고의 필요성을 느끼지는 않아서 말이지. 아무튼 바깥에 보이는 놈들은 타겟이다.
Targets.
제거 대상이라는 뜻인가? 그런 의미만 있지는 않지. 정확한 정보는 없었지만.
Okay. So we're flying blind a little bit. Even Vigilius is in the dark a little bit here then. Okay.
저 무리 속에서 접촉해야 할 대상이 있다더군. 그 녀석을 찾아서 정보를 얻어오면 된다. 관리자.
Right.
알아들었습니다.
I always wonder what Bro's up to when we're doing our stuff, right? You know, if he's just in his room, if he's got a room, or he goes somewhere else, kind of like how like we were able to go to you know, the Christmas place, the outskirts, and what he's doing, Bro just dossing about in his underwear, eating Cheetos, watching TV. He's sunbathing most of the time. Reckon Bro's got a door that takes him to a beach and he wears his little skimpy pudgy smugglers. How are we supposed to find this target if you're not even going to tell us who it is?
타겟을 특정할 방법이 없는지 묻는군요.
가면 알게 되겠지. 제게도 없는 정보를 물어봐야 소용이 없습니다. 단테. 그럼 전원 하차.
I was somewhat wary of the way Vigilius answered me, but even in murky situations like these, we've always managed to pull through anyway. I'm sure things will get a little clearer once we get there. Slowly disembarked the bus with the rest of the sinners. Alright, let's go. I believe he's gazing, red light probably, bumming around the bus. Yeah, bro, just dossing around, yeah? Strife.
키만 잡고 있을 때가 아니구려.
Okay. Should be alright, right?
반드시
Should be alright. Let's see.
아비들.
He just shows up to Mog.
형님, 그쪽으로 튑니다.
Oh god, this is... Damn. These are almost like Tudor buildings?
내가 알아서 잡는다. 너는 네 몸뚱아리 단돌이나 잘하고 있어.
What a mess. We walked out of the bus and right into what appeared to be a battlefield of violent gang war. Sounds like Brum. Sounds like Brum, chat. Smells like home. Black cloaks flutter under the grey sky and bloodthirsty blades clash violently. The bus had stopped not even 30 paces away from the thick of the battle.
저건 흑운회인가요?
The Kurokumo. Oh, that's the Gregor ID, yeah. He was a Kurokumo, right? Kurokumo clan. I've heard of them before. Were they all Kurokumo? The one were they? He was. The others were what were they now? I'm sure we've had some identities from that syndicate. Some identity card said Wakashu 2. They're a pretty large subsidiary of an even larger syndicate called the Thumb. I think the identities wore outfits similar to the ones they're wearing here. I think you're right. But who are they fighting? Do they have katanas in Birmingham? Bro, they got everything in Birmingham. Anything from a fucking butter knife through to a zombie knife. And anything in between. You name it. I think you're right. But who are they fighting?
뭐 항쟁이겠지.
Heathcliff replied in a monotone voice like he was reading from an emergency encyclopedia. From an encyclopedia, sorry. What did I read that as emergency?
또 자리세니 자기들 영역이니 하며 실랑이인 거겠지.
어느 곳에나 있는 것이로군. 힘으로 위세를 높이며 약한 자들의 고열을 빠는 자들이.
새삼스러운 것도 없지. 정도의 차이지. 조직이라면 대부분 비슷하니까. 이를테면 그래. 저런 놈이 반드시 찾아오기 마련이지.
Heathcliff raised his bat and pointed it at the approaching man. He wore the same outfit as the other Kurakumo clan members.
뭐야 당신들? 10명도 넘는 것들이 모였어.
And the difference here is, you know, we'll be talking on that. But what you looking at, lad? Who are you looking at, lad? You know, you want to get wetted up?
맞다 안 내려? 한판 벌여보자는 거냐?
어이, 일단 과격한 행동은 피하지. 자극해봐야 좋을 게 없지 않나.
Outie stepped into the warn. Let's try again. Reading's hard. Outie stepped in to warn Heathcliff, but he did not budge. He remained motionless, the bat still raised and pointing threateningly at the approaching man.
결말이 뻔히 나 있는데 그럴 필요가 있겠냐?
저자와 결국 싸워야만 하는 건가요?
뻔하지 뭐. 항쟁을 하고 있었던 놈들이니 당연히 여긴 자기네 땅이라고 우길 거고. 그러는 와중에 제3자들이 지나갈 모양새니 통행세를 달라고 하겠지.
잘 알고 있네.
So, he's loving it. He's loving it back home. First time he's heard that in a while, right? The Kurokoma clan henchman strutted before us like he owned the place.
멍청한가 싶다가도 이런 일만 되면 꼭 탐정같이 청산 유수인 게 신기하다니까요.
Ishmael muttered at Heathcliff, who was shrugging at us with an expression that clearly read, I told you so.
잘 알고 있는 것 같으니까 용건만 간단히 해주지. 통행세 1인당 50만 원.
500,000.
50만 원!
어디 하나 둘 13세. 저 뒤에 버스도 너희들이 타고 온 거겠지? 운전수도 있을 거고. 포함해서 내놔라.
Like, I know,
뒤지다가 일 만들지 말고.
Vigilius doesn't get involved. Couldn't we sometimes, like, you know, use him? Like, well, hey, you forgot the colour grade fixer as well in the bus. So, add one more. Some people with a bit of sense might be like, what now? Oh, you know what? Actually, I forgot. We're having a sale today. You can pass for free. You know? Totally pass for free.
단테, 들었어? 완전 터무니없는 액수를 부르는데?
Kind of easy, isn't it? Well, it didn't really matter how much they were asking for. I wasn't going to negotiate with them anyway. Ishmael turned and looked quietly in my direction. I nodded back.
잠깐! 저 뒤에!
I don't think they know the guy. You can only use him as an aura machine. Very angry red guy, right? As if they would believe we have a colour fixer. True. That's when you get Don to run up to the door of the bus and say some world shit, so he comes to the door to tell her to fuck off, and then they go, oh shit, he's actually there. Don Quixote pointed at something.
쓰러진 자가 있어. 저자를 도와야 하지 않겠는가?
Just as Don Quixote said, I could catch a glimpse of someone bleeding out on the ground through the chaos of the clashing blades and black cloaks.
야, 정의놀이 적당히 하랬지. 조직하고 조직끼리 싸웠는데 누구 편을 들어?
동의한다. 또한 난전 속에서 피해를 감수하며 저자를 구해야 할 명분도 지시도 없다.
하지만 저리 무력하게.
I guess it's an improvement. In the early days of our adventures, we would have been dragged into this conflict 5 minutes ago thanks to Don Quixote's reckless, valiant rescue attempt. I suppose she's learned her lessons by trials of fire. She was starting to show restraint for once. But it's a bit different this time. Okay, so I do think that we have to help that woman, but...
뭐?
Right, mate, used to be believed. Is that the red gaze?
관리자님? 이해한 것처럼 끄덕여놓고서 이러시면 곤란한데요.
No, I'm not saying that we should get involved because it's the right thing to do or anything like that. If Virgilius was telling us the truth earlier, there is a chance that we purposely made to drive right through this strife, which means that there must be something here they're expecting us to find. They always put us in harm's way for a reason, after all. Good point. I just have a feeling that the wounded woman might have something to tell us. Maybe an intel of some kind. And if it turns out that we were supposed to get that intel from the Kurokuma clan and not that woman, then I suppose we'll have to beat it out of them. Hey, let's go.
훌륭하십니다, 관리자님. 이 오티스 진심으로 감탄했습니다.
Yeah, right. Actually, was she implying that her usual flattery is phony?
듣고 있자 하니 흑운회를 지나가는 똥꿰 취급하는 모양새. 적을 구하니 많이 하는 건 그래, 니놈들 검계와 관련이 있군.
The Blade lineage. Okay. So the Gregor's IDs opposing to the other two IDs, and yeah. I could practically hear our negotiations. Not that I was going to negotiate. Falling apart as the man drew his blade.
합리적인 숙고와 선택. 반드시 승리로 갚아드리겠습니다.
Flawless victory.
청원, 전투 준비.
Oh, just finally having a reason to glaze.
재밌겠는데?
이제
쳐다보기.
갖고 놀기.
Amazing work, Executive Manager. Mind shines as bright as always, not shites as always. Faction-wise, yeah. Once again, loving the environmental design. I think, you know what? Like, I'm a massive fan of the stage designs in this game. I really am. I know they might seem like really simplistic, right, in terms of like fidelity and visual, but design-wise, I think they're really, really good, man. Like, especially these ones being black and white. They look like they've, you know, like proper sketch up, right? Perspective stuff's really cool as well. Like, it is like 2.5D, really, isn't he? Your mind shites. Two second chat. I'm just checking my email. What the fuck title is that? New York Post, Iran's disfigured, probably gay supreme leader agrees to direct talks with US. What is that title? Wait, what? Hold on, let me just check my email. What's Project Zeta, chat? What's Project Zeta?
내가 시범을 보이지.
그렇지. 바로 그거다.
What is this? Oh, it looks... Oh, it's like a mobile. It's kind of cheap.
내가 시범을 보이지.
And an email about it. Why does it look like a discount smite? It does, doesn't it, really? It does.
낮도 밤도 지나 손을 다들어 베어낼
No way, that's a New York Post headline. Bro, we're living in a fucking... I'm telling you, we live in times. We live in times, right? We live in a society. Why does it look like discount smite? Yeah, it does, doesn't it, really? Yeah, I just had an email about it. I think it was invitation to like a beta or something. I didn't really read it. I'm so like, chat, the amount of collaboration opportunities I get, I could potentially be doing a sponsor every day. Most of them I wouldn't because they're shit games or like it's third-party selling sites, which I gotta be honest, I've got no issue with people using them or even people promoting them. For me personally, I feel a bit uncomfortable doing so. I've done it once before with LD Player. Yeah, it's not something I want to do, honestly. That's just a personal thing, right? But I get like offers about like working with a bunch of different companies, probably 5 or 6 times a week. I'm too wary. Like the amount that I don't trust, and then I find out they're legit because I see, oh, a bunch of the creators are doing the sponsorships. I'm like, oh, they were the ones who reached out to me. But I'm just so wary about them. I'm always checking like the DMARC stuff, the DKIM stuff in the emails. I'll even like, I'll be diving into Google searches before I even decide to reply to someone, and then most of the time I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Do you know the funny thing is? They've offered me sponsorship 3 times, and it's just out of purely not having the time. It would be kind of funny to do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor video, because that's just like, it feels like it's a rite of passage, right? Every YouTuber has to do it, right? So, like, I do actually want to do one of them just for the fun, if I'm honest. But yeah, they've contacted me like 2 or 3 times. I've just not had the time to get round to doing it. Sad. All talk, no bite. Truly a disappointment. Sad. Well, what's that mean? Sad. While the rest of the sinners were slowly recovering from the excitement of the battle, Don Quixote did not waste a second before bolting forth to the woman's side.
아, 맥을 이마에 대고 재다니 그럴 수도 있군요.
살아있네.
그러니까 이 녀석이 정보를 갖고 있을 거라고?
Even some of the ones that seem legit got exposed for being scummy. Well, yeah. The sinners, one by one, began to gather around the woman. She was dressed in all black garb like the Kurokumo clan members, but her weapon and her outfit were unmistakably distinct. Blade lineage, huh? I looked around at the defeated Kurokumo clan members, then back at her. The difference became even more apparent. Like play raid on stream? We could do, couldn't we? I doubt there'd be, unless they wouldn't want you to do that. For them, that'd be extra. What's it, right? They'd be getting couple of streams out here or a stream out here, and then you actually make a video on it as well, right? Don Quixote slowly and tragically shook her head after checking the pulse on others.
관리자님, 전투 중 몇몇 흑운의 조직원을 신문했으나
Why she hit the anthropos, you know? Kind of is, right? Kind of is. Oh shit. Just need the crater. What the fuck? I didn't even pick up on that right away, you know. Oh shit. Straight up. Good spot, good spot. So, it's just her then. How my gut feeling proves me right.
산자는 이자밖에 없는 것 같네.
I think Ray just wants ad read and some downloads. Yeah, yeah. They usually want, like, from what I've seen, and the emails I've got, I've never got beyond the first email, right, with them. But it usually is just like, can you make a dedicated video, pin a link in the comment section, put it in the description, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? A lot of the time, companies will offer you. It depends on the company, right? They'll come forward, someone come and be like, we can do, like, a dedicated video, an ad read, shorts, all of the above, or you choose, and then you go and they'll start talking about rates and stuff then, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, don't see any other way. We don't carry a first aid kit with us, and I can't turn the clock to heal her, so... Mersault, do you mind carrying her back to the bus?
알겠습니다.
Thus, we made our way back to the bus, Mersault carrying the dying Blade lineage member.
짐짝을 또 달고 왔군.
Vigilius didn't seem very happy about this.
관리자, 허가되지 않은 손님을 드리는 게 당연해진 겁니까?
We had no choice. We have to save her first if we're going to get any answers out of her.
정보가 있을 것이라고 판단되는 인물을 우선 구명해야 한다고 판단했다고 말하고 있네요. 파우스트도 이 부분은 동의합니다.
이미 벌어진 일은 어쩔 수 없지. 하지만 계속 주의는 하십시오, 딴테.
Chilled response. Okay. Woman acquired, you know. I had a feeling that Vigilius had much more to say than that, but he simply sighed and dropped the subject. Well.
본인은 관리자 나리가 옳은 처사를 했다고 생각하네.
Thanks. Just as I was starting to dread that this bus was doomed to be eternally uncomfortable, Yisang emerged from the back door with good news.
조치는 전부 끝내었어. 이제.
And before he even finished his sentence... Oh shit. Kinda cute. The woman was awake. Dante's gathering wives.
어때 딸? 엄마밖에 없지?
Head doesn't want you to know this, but the Blade lineage members are free. You could just take them. Yoink. +1. Yeah. Alright, let's go, boys. Let's go.
4, 3일 여긴
허한.
TV. TV. Where am I? TV. The bus?
아, 여기는 버스 아니에요?
Welcome to the bus.
저희는
태도.
The Blade lineage woman sprang from her prone position, grabbing the sword next to her. She held the grip of her blade, ready to draw it at any moment.
니놈들은 누구냐? 흑운에?
아니라고.
그러니까 저희는
그런데 왜 그들이 쓰는 무기와 흡사한 것을?
She's a fucking badass. That's why.
말이 안 통하네. 그냥 죽일까?
I love Ryoshi, man. She's just like, yeah, I think we should kill this bitch. Honestly, just calm as you like. Ryoshi.
두 가지 이유로 화가 난다.
2 reasons. Okay.
하나는 대화를 주고받지 않아 쓸데없이 이야기를 길게 느리게 하는 것.
Okay. Fair. Fair. Valid. Crashhead.
또 하나는 그 밥버러지들의 쓰레기 같은 날붙이와 나의
Fair as well. Right. You know.
상상에 놓는 것.
She doesn't know quality when she sees it. So, okay. I agree.
모분을 참을 필요가 있나 시게.
Is that the sound of a glove gripping a sheath then? Not to proceed with her oof clock. The oof. Not to proceed with her... I don't know what that means. Yeah, there is. She can't tell us anything if she's dead. Obliteration of forehead. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. She said that a few times, right? Obliteration of forehead, you know. What the fuck? Ryoshi often shows bursts of emotion in the most unexpected times, but at least she listens when I ask her to, which is a relief. Like, she's a cold, calm storm, isn't she? You know? Like, there's a boiling anger that's easily just like, you know, she's like, 1 minute she's like, yo, I'm willing to kill you for this slight indiscretion. I don't care anyway, whatever. You know? She has a lot of forehead, to be fair.
특히 자네는 누구지? 요란한 시계를 달고 있군.
A loud timepiece. It's a nice way of saying you got a clock for a head.
그대에게는 그의 목소리가 들리지는 않을 것이오.
익숙한 내음이 묻어있는 말투로군.
내가 전전에 오던 구역에서도 나의 말투와 흡사한 친우를 많이 보진 못했다만.
말투는 그렇지. 하지만 선택하는 단어의 면면에 익숙함이 보여. 19구 S사 출신인가?
도망했으나 출신은 그러하오.
그런가. 도망이라. 고향 사람들은 늘 처지가 같군.
Perhaps meeting someone from the same home district helped. The woman visibly relaxed before slumping down on a nearby chair. Her breathing was labored.
나의 이름은 이상이라 하오. 그대의 상처를 치료했지.
귀하에게 은혜를 입었는데 행동이 볼품없었군. 미안하네. 앵두라고 불러주시게. 검을 다루는 게 살수를 맡고 있어. 단테. 이번엔 이상 씨가 이야기를 잘 풀어가 줄 것 같은데?
Looks like we'll sit back and let him handle this. I nodded, replying quickly to Roger's whispers.
19구. S사에서 도망한 자라면 우리를 알고 있겠지.
저작거리의 소문에 박진 않으나 대강은 그대들은 어딘가에 매이지 않고 자유히 돌아다닌다고 알고 있었는데 어찌 도망인의 처지라고 말한 것인가?
사정은 말하자면 길 것이고
bro.
그저
I'm pissed.
새로운 터전을 찾아야만 했노라고 말할 수밖에.
I need... We need an anime, man. I really want to watch this in an anime. Yo, Lance, what's up, dude?
소상한 사정을 읊는다면 우리가 도울 수 있는 부분이 있을지도 모르지 않은가.
Give more money for P-Moon. Oh, P-Moon too poor for anime. Oh, I don't. It's like, oh, like, could you send an email to like Elon Musk or something? Say, brother, can't you spare a few million and like you just become a trillionaire, we'd really like to watch an anime from this really cool game. Hook us up, man. Do you know? Why not? And Du shot a sweeping glance at all of us. Her eyes appeared heavy with crushing exhaustion.
하긴 그들을 전부 해치운 자들이라면 어느 정도의 실력자일 테지.
We'll say we got the expanse because Bezos like, I don't know, is that true? See, that's what I mean, when you're that rich, you can just look at someone and go, you know what, yeah, alright. You know, if I was that rich, I'd be like, alright, this is happening. This is happening. Somebody get me in touch with this bloke. I want to make it happen, right? And as fast as. If that's true about the expanse, then Jeff Bezos is kind of based.
우리 우두머리와 친구들의 수급은 그들 흑은혜에게 현상금이 걸려있는 상태다.
평생 수준이 아닌데? 단순히 땅 따먹기가 아니라 원한이라도 걸려있는 건가?
Pressing sync is cool button.
탐관오리가 넘쳐나고 민생이 어지러운 것은 과거나 지금이나 19구의 가장 커다란 문제. 그러나 S사
Speaking of TV shows that I like, Silo season 3 starts next month, isn't it?
우리를 가려는 우리 같은 자들이 무얼 해볼 수 있는 것도 아닌 게 현실이지.
The wing now known as the Salpipio Agro Industries or Escorp. Okay, yeah, Escorp's definitely better.
저를 미워하는 우리 같은 중은 떠나는 선택지만 남았던 것이다.
S사 민초들의 고충은 여전하구려.
새로운 터전을 찾으러 떠난 길이었으나 정착할 곳을 찾는 게 쉽지는 않았지. 이미 남의 영역이 된 곳에 발을 디디려 하니 당연히 우리는 다툼의 대상이 될 수밖에 없었고.
Okay.
그러던 중 우두머리가 가져온 초대장이란 걸 통해 도서관에 들어가게 되었던 기억이 있네.
Oh. It's talking about ruining it here. Can't believe I fact checked the Jeff Bezos. I feel stupid. Did you go Google it, did you? Vigilius, who had been sitting quietly with one leg over the other on a chair, far from the rest of us, visibly reacted. I think we remember that the library always got a genuine reaction out of Vigilius.
기억이 있다라는 말은 다소 어색하구려.
분명 그곳은 흑운의 손이 닿지 못할 것이라는 이야기를 듣고 도달한 곳이었지만 실상 그것도 싸움터였다는 이야기요. 분명 우리는 패했고.
Okay. You guys told me that before, yeah?
그리고 어느 순간 이곳 T사의 골목에 있게 되었다는 이야기요. 그 방식이 워낙 기묘하니 기억이 있다 정도로 답할 수밖에. 김 사카도도
Meant to bamboo-hatted Kim. Her eyes suddenly widened mid-sentence, and Dude leaped from her seat.
우두가 아직 빌딩에. 용진 빌딩으로 가야 하네.
조심하시게. 그렇게 격정적으로 움직이면 봉한 상처가.
So, the library's still going now then, yeah? It's not. It's only recently. Not them, right? Go away, Carmen, you know. It's closed.
어? 뭐야? 죽었어?
What?
혈액이 부족한데 압력은 높아졌으니 쇼크가 오는 것도 무리는
Oh.
아니죠.
She's
기절한
fainted.
것뿐입니다.
I was gonna say. The library ended. More than that, I won't say. Okay.
그래도 관리자님이 예상하신 대로 무언가 정보를 가지고 있긴 하군요.
용진 빌딩. 이곳에 향해야 하는 이유가 있다는 건가?
Maybe. But I'm not sure. I don't know what this has to do with our mission, if any. Or maybe it's that library that we should...
비상. 앞에 칼 들고 설치는 검은 사람들 엄청 많아. 메피 다치겠다. 승객들 출동.
흑운회의 후속 인력들인 것 같습니다, 관리자님.
Well, what can we do? We'll have to think about this later. For now, let's take care of the reinforcements. She oofed to self-obliteration of forehead. Self-obliteration of forehead, yeah. Oh, you're gonna have to struggle.
재밌겠는데?
The library is best described as it's complicated. Okay. Say no more. Say no more. Are we potentially seeing some sort of time distortion thing, maybe? And that's why. Obviously, I'm just making stuff up here because I ain't got a fucking clue.
준비한 기밀은 이게 다인가?
Yeah, I think I do want to try and pull on I would like to get Roger. I would like to get Roger's new ID. I must admit, she looks fucking badass, man. Out of curiosity, it's a bus. Why is it just flattening the sword people? Well, I guess Karen doesn't want to damage the bus for one. In the beginning of the game, someone did get rammed by the bus. They survived. It is bait, though. You need fun to well people. That's the whole point of bait, though, right? Works. Right? I'm just like, you know? Hook, line, and sinker. That's one thing I need to start looking into easy. I might actually spend a little bit of time now, off stream, really looking into, you know, like kits and synergies and how to really start working stuff up. I think I might do that this weekend. Actually, I might sit down and have an hour on the game. Maybe watch some videos as well. Maybe actually watch some videos. This bait is tasty as hell, right? It is so tasty. Agree? I still don't know the exact rules around the gacha. I can remember. I think I remembered the rates at least, but does the rules change on Walpurgis with the gacha? Like, does this game have a guarantee? Better tutorials, a good video series for Limbus. Yeah, I really need to watch something. I might get you guys to stick some stuff in React Smash for me, even if it's like just something I watch off stream. Slash is good against these guys, right? 200 pulls to spark, right? Okay. 200 roll to exchange. Okay. Is there any soft pity or anything? Like increasing rates at a particular point?
내가 시범을 보이지.
You can get warp units off banner during a warp.
이미 도달했다.
Get warp units off banner during a warp. What do you mean?
그럼 끝이다.
What you mean? Other warp units or on coinciding banners? No pity change or nothing like that. Okay.
어때 딸? 엄마밖에 없지?
Old warp units. Shard any warp ID that isn't the current banner. During any warp, previous warp purchase unit. Oh, so it's like a limited... oh, shit. During warp, all warp units put in this... damn, man. Shit. I really need to take a moment and to proper look into the game. I think I might need to make a glazed video around the gacha systems in this game then. I haven't made one yet because I'll be honest, I haven't really bothered to look. Like, honestly. Because I've just been really just enjoying the story. And knowing that you got like the shard system, I'm just like, well, I don't need to worry too much, right? If I don't get something, I don't get it. I'll try and shard it. But yeah, I think I need to make a glaze video, man. Another glaze video? Hey, never enough, right? Never enough.
4, 3일 시작.
Includes even the standard banner. Yeah, that's good, man. That's really good, that is.
거기구나.
There's no limit to the glaze, right? Gacha's real simple, to be fair. Yeah, it's just like... usually with a new gacha that comes out, one of the first things I do, even though, as I say, I am a strong proponent of, at the end of the day, if the game's fun and the gacha doesn't ruin the experience, I really don't care too much. Like, I'm not like, oh, there's no pity carryover. Oh, worst game ever. How some people are, like how people were with Arknights, right? Or, oh, wow, you know, this rate. Of course, obviously, the better, right? Of course, but, I've just not really bothered to look into this. Usually I tend to do that. Like, I'll be like, okay, all right, how's the gacha working? Okay, it's 0.8, it's 1%. Soft pit it, 60, 70. Okay, 50-50 triggers at 80, 90. Guarantee after that, whatever it might be, whatever the system might be. Because it's just like, you know, well, I haven't done that with this game, actually. I mean, that's testament to the game as well. Because I've kind of like, even though obviously I'm a gacha degenerate, and I've been pulling on banners even when people have been like, probably don't. I haven't really been approaching this game the same. Like, I haven't really even been farming, which I need to do. I've done one mirror dungeon. I've done a little bit of Luxcavation runs, right? I need to start doing that. I understand that. I'm going to get the battle pass. I'm going to start farming mirror dungeons, right? But, like, I've honestly just been playing this game. And I think that's maybe why I'm enjoying it so much at the moment as well, is because it's not a non-gacha experience, but at the moment, my perception is very much of it feeling like a non-gacha experience in a gacha game. Do you know what I'm saying? So I suppose, like, that's another reason why I'm having a blast at the minute, because I'm just kind of treating it as like a narrative experience and enjoying the game, and then new units are coming along, and it's like, ah, fuck it, I'll throw a couple of pulls at them because they look cool. One MD are blowing all these starlights. I didn't know. I just thought, let's just buff the fuck out of everything, you know? No pity carry over in this game, but any pulls accumulated in this box, you can get turned in the threads. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, that's cool. Like, right. Like, again, like, I am critical of bad gacha systems. I will criticize them, but I'm not the type of gacha player. Like, when Enfield came out, right, and obviously, if this is how you feel, and don't judge people for it, where people were like, fuck, I ain't playing that game, no pity carryover, the gacha's too complicated, I'm not playing it. Fair. But Even though I don't think it's the worst gacha like how people talk, even if it was, as long as I can play the game and have fun, I honestly don't care. I probably just won't spend on a game that's got a really bad system, right? Yeah, that's the way I treat gacha games, man. If I'm having fun, I'm having fun. If the gacha system's not great, then it is what it is, right? If it doesn't interfere with my enjoyment, I honestly don't care. If it starts to, then we got a problem, right? But, for the most part, I don't let it bother me too much, man. I honestly don't. I gotta have fun first. And then the positives and negatives of the monetization system I start to care about a little bit more then. Where, like, you know, little intricacies might start to bother me. But okay, I really wish this wasn't like this, and this does suck. But again, it all comes down to how developers deal with things post-launch as well. In terms of... Because power creep's kind of needed in games, to a degree. It's about speed and how fast old units become obsolete and how the game tracks with creep, right? See, like, you can have the best gacha system in the world, really. That's really fair. But then the game just, like, scales like fuck. And it don't matter if that system's better than another system. You're still kind of chasing ghosts all the time because you're still always behind. So, you know. And no one sees for chuds. Right? Return to the bus after dispatching the Kurokuma clan members that attacked the bus. Oh. Is this, one of our teams that go out first? Only to be greeted by an unfamiliar face. There was a woman sitting in the frontmost seat of our bus.
이상하군, 길잡이. 분명 논의되지 않은 손님은 들이지 말아야 한다는 말을 들은 지 1시간이 지나지 않았는데.
외부인에 한해서라고. 눈앞에 신분이 버젓이 쓰여 있지 않나?
I noticed that she was wearing a familiar uniform with the logo clear emblazoned on her chest. Are you from the LCCB?
LCCA다.
LCCA. The after team manager Clark. Okay, so she's part of the after team. She's not part of the befores. The only gacha where buying energy is more worth the currency. The game revolves around the gacha, then it's not a game anymore, but simply a gambling simulator. Yeah, there's levels to it, right? Of course, there's levels to it. And again, I think it all just depends on how much you enjoy the game, right? Because there is some games out there that I myself look at and I'm like, yeah, I think that would definitely affect me. But some people enjoy it, right? Some people enjoy it. Again, you don't want it to interfere too much with the experience, right? But at some level, if you're playing a gacha game, it's sort of going to interfere to some degree. It's how, you know, how much, right? Oh, she's quoting Virgilius to himself, right? Doing a bit of sucking up there, wasn't she? Right. I could see that she was wearing a red emblem on her shoulder.
이 사람 관리자님 말이 들리나요? 안 들려. 태엽 소리를 번역하는 재능도 없다.
No, don't have any talented TikTok interpretation, you know.
모르는 게 더 힘들겠군. 무슨 말을...
Ishmael scowled, about to tell the woman off until she coughed and collected herself. Maybe she shouldn't have recalled her old attitude.
나는 클리어 부서 애프터 팀 소속 일반 작전 2과 알파 팀장 카이만이다.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone from the after team in person.
그야 우리가 개고생했던 걸 꿀떡하는 놈들이니 눈에 띌 리가.
말은 바로 하지 길바닥 출신.
Damn. She just called him a backstreets mutt. Yo, she's a bitch.
뭐?
Yo, Heathcliff always getting... Damn, man. I feel bad for Heathcliff, you know. He messed about by a girl, bullied by his friends.
애프터 팀은 너희 같은 목숨 버리게들이 깽판 쳐놓은 현장을 정상화시키고 없던 일이 될 수 있도록 수습하는 매우 수고스러운 일을 하는 팀이지.
Okay. Damn. You just got told. Ungrateful waste of lives. Shit.
저희가 목숨 버리게라고 불리나 보죠?
She's cold-hearted, man.
그뿐일까? 목숨 버리게 범퍼카
돈 먹는 버스, 고기 방패, 얻어 걸린 또라이. 뭐 더 있기는 한데 그게 지금 당장 필요한
Damn,
것 같진
I like that.
않아.
That's a nice little bit of world building there. Do the before teams think like that as well? Like the after team fucking hate us? You know? They're all shit talking us behind our back. Waste of lives, bumper cars, the most expensive bus in the world, meat shield maniacs with more looking than they deserve, and then some doesn't seem like the most relevant conversation topic we know. Yo!
이 새끼가 말하는 꼬라지는 계속 그따위일 거냐?
특별히 고칠 이유가 없다면 고치지 않는다. 내 지론이다. 앞뒤 가리지 않고 황금가지를 회수하는 게 일이라곤 하지만 그 뒤에서 개같이 구르는 사람을 생각하지 못하는 반푼이에겐 더욱 고칠 필요가 없지.
가점하지, 가이만 팀장.
뭐 욕짓거리를 하러 온 건 아니었으니까요. 상부의 작전 명령을 하달합니다.
Okay. Hyman produced an envelope, opened it, and pulled out a paper from within. She began to read it out loud.
LCB의 T사 황금가지 탈환 작전 이전에 추가적인 임무를 하달합니다.
Okay.
하나, 해당 구역 근처에 발생한 뒤틀림을 제거 혹은 확보할 것.
Eliminate or secure the distortion in the area. Okay.
둘, 해당 위치에 있는 검은 비석 모노리스를 확보할 것.
The monolith. A monolith? What's this now?
뒤틀림? 이미 뒤틀려 있다는 뜻인가요?
모른다. 이 추가 작전은 LCC가 관여되어 있지 않지. 나는 그저 T사에서의 업무를 처리하다가 전달 임무만 받은 것뿐이다. 우리의 임무는 황금가지의 탈환뿐일 텐데 언제부터 우리가 심부름꾼 해결사 노릇을 주문받았지? 지금 주문받았군. 그리고 황금가지를 배달해오는 너희가 특별히 심부름꾼과 다를 바도 없지.
확실히 알겠네. 애프터팀이라는 곳은 성격 더러운 사람들만 들어가는 곳인가 봐.
Rodian grumbled like she was imagining a department full of caimans. It is like that though, isn't it? Like you know, interdepartmental stuff within works. You know, when you're not in part of a particular department, you're like, they fucking wankers get it easy over there. I mean, the ones having to do the graft, and then they'll see it the same way as well, right? Caiman quietly took a sweeping look at the complaining sinners, then approached me.
시계 관리자.
Yes.
뭐라고 말하는지는 어차피 안 들리고. 당신이나 당신 졸개들이나 아직도 뭘 모르는 것 같아 친절히 설명을 몇 개 해주겠어.
Caiman crossed her arms and leaned against the bus seat, as though she was about to start a lecture.
LCB는 분명 황금가지를 가져오는 게 임무다. 그건 맞아. 부정할 수 없지.
Yeah?
하지만 림버스 컴퍼니라는 회사의 목적이 황금가지 탈환이요 라고 말하고 다니는 건 문제가 있지 않겠나?
Maybe.
그게 당장의 벌이수단이 되지도 않고.
I don't know. Those are pretty, you know, pretty important to try and get a hold of.
그건 맞는 말이네요. 사실 궁금했거든요. 이 회사가 대체 무슨 돈으로 돌아가고 있는 건지.
Do we do it like Blade does? How Blade funds his business, you know? We just mug the people we get involved with. Melt down their watches and stuff, you know?
뭐 돈은 걱정할 필요 없다. 오히려 차고 넘치지. 지금 이 회사에 부족한 건 대외적인 입지와 명분이다.
Okay.
림버스 컴퍼니는 그 명분을 뒤틀림에서 찾기로 정했었다. 뒤틀림 현상이라는 게 아직 도시에서 체계적으로 관리되는 건 아니거든.
Oh, then not. Okay. All right. Is that how we're going to make our name? Pretty good way to make a name, though, right? You know? Clearing up distortions. Val told me some time ago that it hasn't been long since the distortions began appearing in the city.
림버스 컴퍼니는 대외적으로 뒤틀림 현상 전문 처리 및 방역, 또한 현상의 연구를 하는 집단으로 도시의 이름을 알리는 중이다. 그러니 다방면으로 관련 활동이 필요한 상태지.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
뒤틀림 현상이라는 게 꽤나 골치 아픈 상황이라고 들었던 것 같긴 하네요.
아직도 이 현상을 누가 명확하게 정의한 적이 없다. 그러니 전담하기를 꺼리고. 뒤틀림을 전담하는 협회가 발족하려는 동향이 있다고 들었지만 그건 어디까지나 협회. 림버스 컴퍼니는 기업 차원에서 그걸 다루려는 것이다.
Okay.
그래서 그게 우리가 뒤틀림을 조져야 하는 이유가 되나?
되지. 회사 가장 높은 곳에서 내린 명령이니까. 길바닥엔 그런 게 없었나 보지?
안 되겠다. 그냥 오늘 머리 부수고 끝장을 보자 너.
관리자.
Hammond ignored Heathcliff, who was visibly fuming, and turned to face me.
지금 이들에게 내가 대하고 있는 태도, 나아가서 회사에서 이들을 어떻게 취급할지까지. 그건 결국 관리자의 선택과 지도에 따라 달라질 거다.
With that, she produced an envelope from under her arm, and handed it over.
하지만 뭐 선택은 자유니까. 저들 말대로 원래 LCB의 임무인 황금가지만 고집해도 상관은 없다. 그런다고 너희 고기방패들이 회사에서 쫓겨나게 되진 않겠지. 물론 그 선택이 수감자들의 처우를 결정하겠지만.
Okay, that's the first time it feels like something's been a choice. I don't know if it's a full sense of a choice though, because it comes with some sort of implicit threat there as well, right? Vigilius listens quietly, his eyes shut.
그럼 가보겠습니다. 붉은 시선. 다음에 또 보죠.
그러시지. 하지만 그때 또 본다면 말은 좀 가려가면서 하면 좋겠군. 이렇게 보여도 내가 당신이 말한 이 고기 방패들 겔잡이라서 말이야. 내 귀까지 거슬리진 않게 부탁하지.
Is there a little bit of a defense of the sinners there? You know, I don't know, I feel like maybe, right? You know? The fact that he specifically says these meat shields, as if he's making a point of acknowledging, you know, you might be calling them meat shields, but they're my meat shields, you know?
뭐 그건 관리자에게 달려있겠죠. 그럼 실례하죠.
She left, leaving nothing but the awkward silence behind.
갔냐?
Bloody
그
prick.
재수없는 새끼?
After that brief moment of quiet, everyone began sighing and complaining as though they'd just been ungagged.
듣고만 있는 것도 꽤 힘든 일이네. 나이 먹고 성질은 다 죽였다고 생각했는데.
I imagine Gregor's like that meme of fucking what's the actor's name now? I forgot his name. I imagine that was Gregor. He's just there, just sucking down his cigarette, like trying not to kick off on her. Still, good work keeping things non-violent, guys.
하지만 틀린 말을 하지는 않으시던걸요?
숨은 의도를 간파해야 할 필요는 없으니 생각 정리가 편리했던 것 또한 사실이다.
뭐 그렇게 생각할 수도 있는 거겠죠.
Dad cares.
그 인간 말 맞다나 회사가 시키는 일은 또 할 수밖에 없는 거고요.
Yeah, I suppose.
명령을 수행하는데 특별히 첨언할 말도 없군.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I tried my best to cheer up the sinners as I opened the envelope she left behind. Not much of note was in there. One old-fashioned walkie-talkie, a bunch of signed and stamped paperwork, and... Huh? Mission location. Yongyin Building. Or Jin Build.
용진 맞지 베르 좋아 감이 온다 삐릭삐릭 출발 부릉부릉
Vrum vrum. Judging by their lack of surprise, both Karen and Vigilius already knew where to go. And the bus took off. Okay, I'm liking this so far. I like that little bit of a expansion on the company there, right? Seeing how other parts of the company view us as well. Not exactly in a positive light, but still interesting to see. I do like the fact that, like, Vigilius was, you know, it was a backhanded defense, but it was a defense, right? You know, it was a defense. Dude was showing us a little bit of love. Dude was showing us a little bit of love, man. I like him. I like to see him. I love workspace drama. The Yamcha death pose, for real, right? I was on about that earlier. Oh shit, yeah, good call, man. I'm forgetting to add my supports, man. You're right. Good shout. Next time. Go with the mercy on the ego, yeah.
쳐다보기에는 우리는 멋있는 건 알아봤지.
그렇지. 바로 그거다 딸래. 아무튼 슬램. 자.
내가 시범을 보이지.
쳐다보기에는 우리는 멋있는 건 알아봤어.
Check this out, kiddo.
재밌겠는데?
Staggered all over the place. Yeah, I'll get a sport added.
그럼 끝이다. 그럼 끝. 그렇지. 바로 그거다 딸래.
이미 도달했다.
Vengeance Mark.
거기구나.
나도 녹이면서 될 수 있거든.
I love these type of cultural instruments songs so good. Ishmael gets adopted by Otis, undergoes immediate age regression. We love White 3. It's crazy to me that Prequel Yi-sang has an actual leaping animation, but Bill Otis doesn't. I love that leaping animation.
순간이 다 들어 베어내리라.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, he's staggered left and right. It's a proper Dragoon leap, right? It's a proper Dragoon leap. Reminds me of Final Fantasy 9, man.
발렛 브레이크 슬램. 이걸로 제가 바꾼. 이 순간이 다 들어 베어내리라.
Freya and Limbus, right? Victory! Dante. Never noticed Don's boots. She got the Timbs on, man. She got the fucking Timberlands on. Oh, fuck, I've done it again. Oh. Can I back out? If I... No, they'll take me to the fight, though, won't we? I don't want to miss another... You skip and leave. Give up, yeah? Defeat. My bad, my bad. My bad. I was paying attention. I was too busy thinking about Freya's Dragoon Leap. Wanna go for Mercil and Ego. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, sweet. Alright, let's do that then. Nice, nice. Thanks for reminding me as well, chat. I appreciate that. I totally forgot.
4, 3, 2, 1, 시작.
Something continued to nag at the back of my mind during the frequent stops and combat encounters. There was this one thing I just could not understand. This is pretty much expected from Vigilius at this point, but if he already knew where we were going and why, would it hurt to tell us for once? I muttered to myself while looking toward the back of the bus where Angdu slept. She was still out cold. Oh, I think there's a part of it. He wants us to be the role of the manager, right? It seems like it. Come on, Faust. I legitimately think that this is something we have to talk about. Can you please relay my question to Vigilius?
그럼 내가 말하지.
Hey, let's go, Otis. I was going to say, if you don't do it, I'll ask somebody else.
길잡이.
Did you just say, oi, you there, guide? I just relayed my question, then began to share some of her own grievances with Vigilius. A lot of her own grievances.
끝났나? 뭐 사실이다. 이미 무전으로 세부적인 내용은 전달받았지. 미리 말하지 않은 이유. 상황에 몰아놓고 학습해야 깨닫는 인재들이라 굳이 먼저 말하진 않았을 뿐이다. 어차피 먼저 말해봐야 반발심밖에 더 생길까. 그래서 관리자, 이번 일을 거부할 생각인 겁니까?
How could I? They're already treating us like dirt. If I refuse this, I can't imagine how much worse it'll get.
그럴 순 없겠다고 생각하겠지.
I think he understands what we're saying. He does. He's lying. I could tell from the way he's looking at me that he already knew what I was going to say. I'm starting to wonder if he really can't hear me.
마침 손님께서 계신 모양이군.
I think he can. I think he's gaslighting us. I think he's blagging us.
정확한 위치를
I think he's doing it so we speak freely.
가서 알아오는 게 좋겠군요.
Right? It's a way to, you know, inflict fear and respect, but at the same time have us speak openly. Because we believe he can't understand us, so we'll be open. But at the same time, that respect and fear is there. You know? Vigilius can hear us, I just can't prove it. Dog's gift. Right? Straight up, man. Again, this would have gone much smoother if we had been told where we were going from the start. But like always, Vigilius felt the need to add comments like that before shutting me down and turning away. He'd already closed his eyes.
내가 가서 상황을 설명하겠소.
Yi-san got up with an awkward smile in an attempt to clear the air. After some time, Yi-san seemed to have successfully explained our circumstances to Angdu. She was standing next to Karen, trying to give her proper directions. She had also told us that, as long as we assisted her with her mission, she wouldn't mind us taking the black steel for ourselves.
여기서 오른쪽.
I'd say we get pretty concrete evidence he can't. Okay. But goddamn, does he make it convincing that he might be able to do? Yeah, it's like it feels like that. And just the way he treats the missions as well. Well, if I told ya, right? It's like he likes to lead us down, up the garden path to a degree. All the while kind of being like, well, if I told you, you wouldn't have learnt. I don't know, there's part of it that's like, you know? Obviously, as I get further in, I'll probably figure it out. People dressed in Kurokoma clan's garbs were wandering around the building, standing guard before its entrance.
뒤틀림은 시간을 오래 끌수록 제압하기 어려울 것입니다. 저희도 빠르게 빌딩으로 진입하죠.
Untoward already leaped out to the bus and was rushing in with her weapon drawn. We quickly followed suit. It's mostly his experience in reading people. Yeah, probably, like. It's like 80s, the dogs meme, right? You know, it's like, I can't prove it. You know? You have to read the right thing to know where he guesses. Maybe Ken's right. Is Ken right? Is Ken right again? Is Ken right again?
우리는 멋있는 건 알아가지고 그려낸 대로 쳐다보기 우리는 멋있는 건 갖고 놀기 지렸다. 그쯤 해줬으니 포장지 한번 벗겨야겠군. 이 순간이
Kenny's everywhere, right?
그렇지. 이거 공감 맞지? 바로 그거다.
Ken has taken so many L's lately, though.
아무튼 슬램.
Hey, a broken clock, you know.
거기구나.
Hey, yo, guys, as well, if you are watching, we've got like 170 people in chat, right? I know there's a lot of people second monitoring, lurking while working. But if you haven't done so, guys, drop a like on the stream. We haven't even hit 60 likes. I think we should be able to at least get 100, right? It doesn't really matter, but it helps out. It helps out. It's appreciated as well. I was about to say something a bit toxic, I think. I was about to say something a bit toxic then, but I don't think I should. This is I saw some on Twitter. And I suppose it's fair. People are excited about something, right? You know? People are excited about something. But I just every time I see like a non-traditional gacha player, right? Playing Wuthering Waves. I'm never gonna say.
내가 시범을 보이지.
이거 공감 맞지? 바로 그거다 딸래. 필살.
The Verfin is a nice addition, but at no point is it ever necessary. Claim the likes. Smash that like. I love lurking. Hey, I love you lurkers, man. Every time I see someone play Wood, I think they're more. Nah, it's not that. It's just like almost like, yeah, the community's like, oh man, how can I jerk you off, man? Look at him. Oh my god, let's jerk him off. It's just like, people play games, man. Stop making such a big deal out of it.
이미 도달했다.
Woo's fun. Oh, Woo is a great game. Woo is great, man.
졸라 열받죠? 나 이렇게 하면 또 숨이 다 들어 베어냈군. 재밌겠는데?
And the glitch for the club is insane and seems unauthentic. And it's not even so much that. Like, it's just, you know, you'll see somebody like Tens playing, or there's somebody who's not like a gacha gamer playing, And it's like people are just like, oh man. I don't know, it's just parasocial though. But I suppose I'm being toxic because it's like, okay, they're passionate about the game, they're excited to see somebody play it, right? I suppose I have to be fair.
이놈이 마지막이었던 것 같군.
피냄새. 방금 솟아오른 것부터 잔뜩 늘어붙은 향기까지.
I still think I could fix her.
직접 보지 않아도 다양한 혈흔의 콜라가
Disingenuous.
펼쳐져
It's like,
있겠군.
it's not the people. Like, I don't think when I look at Tens playing and I go, oh, Tens is being disingenuous. It's the way, it's like, it's this air of like supremacy, I guess, again, of people wanting to blow the person who's playing it, which is a bit weird for one. But two, this, you won't catch them playing one of your shit games. It's just like that sort of thing, you know what I mean? It's just like, ugh. You know.
이자는 아무렇지도 않게 잔혹한 생각을 하는군. 아무튼 이제 안으로 들어설 수 있겠군. 어서.
Dude did not hesitate for a second before disappearing into the building's entrance.
아이, 시키저랬다 깬 지 얼마 되지도 않았는데 대단하구만.
정신력이겠지.
So desperate for it to blow people away. Yeah, I think it's that. But again, though, I suppose, you know, all communities, I'm sure the Limbus community be happy if, like, I don't know, a so-called YouTube celebrity or a real celebrity was playing Limbus. I think they'd be excited, right? I think they'd be excited. I think it's just for me, the part of the community has a bit of baggage, right? So I always see it from a bit more of a, I suppose, a negative standpoint, you know. And I think that's fair. That's on me. That is on me. That's why I say I'm being a bit toxic saying it. Really, I feel like yeah, I think that's what it is, David. It's that like it always feels like it's said with that. It's not just, you know, look how cool this is. It always feels like there's sort of a backhanded, you know, insult to other communities and games at the same time, you know. So I think that's what it is more than anything. Because like, you know, I can't judge people for being excited that Soldier Boy is playing Wira or Tens, right? Because as somebody who's a fan of Ark Knights and I'm becoming a fan of this, you know, if I saw, even if it was somebody who I like, you know, insert a person here. Like, say if I saw like a footballer playing a game that I played, I'm like, that's kind of cool. It wouldn't go beyond that though, because I don't really care, you know. But I get it.
그런데 6층밖에 안
Yeah, pretty much horizontal. That's how it comes across, man. It's kind of how it comes across, right? If that's true for any fandom. Kind of, Lelouch, yeah, like, yeah. I suppose, like I say, out of all the gacha communities, which is weird because I think he's one of the best gacha games and I was a big fan of it, but just because I've had critical views of certain things, I think I've probably got the most negative experience with the Wira community, I suppose. So I see things from a different lens, you know, where I haven't had the experience with other communities, so I'm a little bit more, I don't see, where sometimes I might be reading between the lines when there's nothing to read as well. It's like, I am cognizant of that.
네, 뒷골목에 사는 비교적 흔한 일이죠.
I looked up toward the rooftop of the building Honglu was looking at and suddenly grew curious. What time is it right now?
거울 줄까?
Okay, Rodian. Smart ass. My head doesn't actually tell time, you know. Oh, does it not?
현재 시각은
It's
오후
2:10 in the
2시
afternoon.
10분입니다.
2 in the afternoon? It's not midday, but it's not supposed to be this dark, is it? How is it this gloomy and dark at 2 in the afternoon? I'm starting to lose my sense of time in here.
여기가 유독 심한 것 같네. 뭐 연기 전쟁 때와 비교하면 해교 수준이지만.
그건 그렇지.
피사의 뒷골목은 줄곧 이런 상태라고 알려져 있습니다.
Sounds like we're in.
기계가 계속해서 돌아가면서 연기를 지속적으로 배출하는 환경인데다 색이 추출되고 있으므로 더욱 매캐해 보이게 만들죠.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's a big factor as well, right?
물론 이건 연기 전쟁의 결과로 제약이 걸려 많이 저감된 모습이지. 이전에는
Okay.
시간 없지 않은가? 어서 들어오시오.
Actually, Britain, for real. We headed toward Angdu's urgent cries.
검기 쪽에 아직도 부를 사람이 남았을 줄이야.
뭐야? 벌써
Oh, she's badass then, yeah.
잔챙이들이요. 어째 하나같이 위로 올라갈 생각은 못하고 실력도 안 되는 것들이 깡으로 덤비기만 하더군.
Electric buzz of sorts played from the radio I had stashed in my clothes. Is someone calling this radio? The sound became much clearer when I unfolded the antenna from the radio.
여기는 LCD. 다 들리지? 들려? 대답! 빨리!
The voice coming from the other end of the radio was upbeat, to put it mildly, and very chaotic. Okay. I just have to press this button, right? Well, I'll talk, but it's not like you can hear.
진짜 째깍거려.
Everybody's heard, wasn't they?
이럴 때가 아니지. 어차피 전달만 하면 끝이니까 굳이 대답할 필요는 없어. 급하니까 한 번만 말할게. 너희가 회수해야 한다고 전달받은 모노리스, 그 검은 비석 말이야. 지금 그 위치에서 모노리스의 활동 신호가 엄청 강하게 나오거든? 사람을 강제로 뒤틀리면 시키는 신호 말이야.
Oh. Making me think of the what's it in Dead Space?
강제로 뒤틀림하를 시킨다고?
그거 전부 흘러나오기 전에 빨리 회수해야 해. 알았지? 이건 또 뭐야? 미안. 여기도 일하는 중이라 바쁘거든. 길게는 말 못 해주겠다. 암튼 급하다고 분명히 말했다. 이상 전달 끝.
I love the way she's like, haha, it TikToks. The call dropped before any of us even had the chance to say anything. She's pretty lively, huh?
한가롭게 감상을 말할 때냐?
여기 엘리베이터는 고장난 것 같아요.
그대들도 급해질 이유가 이제 충분해진 것 같군. 이대로 층계참을 돌파하는 것이 좋지 않겠는가?
Don't have a choice. Come on, let's go. I put the radio back in my pocket and began running up the stairs. Damn, she went off on those guys, yeah. She went off on them. 2 seconds, yeah. Back in a minute. this is going to be a two-part stream. It probably is, because I do have to finish a little earlier today, chat, because we're going out tonight. So I need to have a shower and that before I actually go and get Rosie from work. So she's got time when we get back, right? So it is probably, because I'm probably going to finish in about 20 minutes or so. So I'm assuming it's going to take longer than 20 minutes, right? So we'll do a couple of more nodes. I think maybe we stream again tomorrow. Would that be good for you lot? And then we finish this and start Canto 6. You know? Stream ending. No, we're not finishing just yet. This might actually be a good stopping point. Do you reckon? Okay. If it would be a good point in the story rather than having it kind of disjointed. A few more nodes. Canto 5.5, the stream ending. So how many nodes do we have? We're in what? Progress, what? About a third of the way through. More is always better. Because yeah, I've got to go and have a share in that, and I'll probably try and get that video up before I go out as well. At 40-50%. Till 5:24. Right before we enter the room. I think about half. Okay. Alright, and I'll tell you what then, because it's 1:15 now. I was going to end it half 3. It's like 15 minutes. Let's call it here. I don't want to rush to try and finish off this node, because I like this game too much to just try and rush through things. Pretty sure this next node is a good cliffhanger to end on. I think we'll call it now. I think we'll call it now, rather than rushy. I don't want to rushy. I'm enjoying this game too much to be like clock watching like shit, and they're gonna wrap this up. You know what I mean? Because that's happened to me a few times with Arc Knights in the past, and I don't like doing that. You know, where I'm like, fuck, I've got to go, man, and they won't stop yapping. You know? So yeah, because like I say, I'm going out. I need to go and have a shower and stuff. Get ready, go get Rosie so she can come back, have her shower, and then rather than us both trying to fight for the shower before we go out when she's back. But yeah, guys, everybody like the stream. It's very much appreciated. I've had a blast again today. Thank you to everybody hanging out and chilling in chat and chatting with me. It's been a pleasure as always. Guys, if you haven't already done so yet, join my Discord server, man. It's a good place. We have got a vibrant, great community over here. And you'll find people, so many different views. Like, it's such a great place. It's one thing I love about my community. I've got to gas my community for a second. I think we've got a really good, healthy Discord server. Different views, lots of discussions, and there's lots of people coming in from all angles, right? It's not an echo chamber. It's a great place to hang out as well. Lots of people discussing games. You can share stuff for reacts and all that sort of stuff. So come join the Discord server. It's a good way to know when I'm going live as well. So we will be live tomorrow, chat. That's the plan, okay? But we'll finish off Intervallo 3, and then we'll start Canto 6. And then we'll continue on from there, yeah? Do you reckon that's a good plan? I reckon that's a good plan, yeah. Or at least we'll get Intervallo done. We'll at least do that. And then if we do start Canto 6 on Monday or something, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out anyway. Guys, do I plan on reacting to older trailers? We could do. Alright, guys. If I don't see you over the weekend, have a good weekend, guys. Okay? Gives us time to get a good heave before Canto 6. Yeah. So yeah, guys, have an amazing rest of your Friday. If I don't see you over the weekend, have a good weekend as well, guys. All right. And thank you very much for stopping by. Look out for the video in a bit. I'll get that reaction uploaded so you can check that out. And I'll see you all a little bit later. All right, guys. Catch you later. Ciao.